even care about being the best in America. I'm the best in the world.
We are here for the final event to see who wins Street Fighter League.
We are excited to come back and play.
It's gonna be the biggest showdown.
One of these two teams will be crowned.
Nasser against Alpha 3.
If you stand in my way, I will kill you.
He's not ready for this, though. Not ready for it. You not ready for this. This is only the beginning. We're going to week 1. The stakes are significantly higher.
Oh my God!
You're still alive, you jump back. Oh my God! The layout spot is in the balance.
Do you believe in fate?
Oh my God, the block!
He's doing it for his team right now.
What a slugger of a match.
さあ、ももち危ないシーン。あるぞー。ギリーズヘッド。残っている。ももちスプラッシュ大賞。ももち対。
I'll end you quickly.
I'll show you.
Street Fighter League World Champion.
I dare you to find better Street Fighter. I dare you.
Steve.
Oh,
What's happening?
It's so good.
All right, people, welcome back to another episode of Sets here on a Monday night on twitch.tv/Capcom Fighters, where we pit two incredibly strong players. They might have great personalities. They might have personalities of a shoebox. They might be absolutely wonderful at the game. We get two people from around the world playing in the First to 10 exhibition with interviews on both sides of the main event. I'm going to be your host once again, Jammerz, walking you through tonight's event, because it has been delayed a little while, but I can't do this by myself. I could, but I need some help. I do need some help, and I've got to bring in my minions, as they like to call themselves. They are joining me once again tonight. Gentlemen, Veggey Olvaha, talk to me. How are you feeling? Veggey, how are you feeling?
Well, I'm feeling really good. I like your joke, that the minions joke, because it is true. And you know, jokes that are true are the most fun. And I'm looking forward to when we're going to speak about the Japanese CPT, because I got some opinions to come with regarding the walk-up throw from Daigo. I have something I need to get off my chest. It's been burning and eating at my insides. But what about you, Olvaha? You're over there. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, you weren't here. You weren't here with us the last time we did tonight's fight card.
I was just gonna bring that up. I wasn't here, but I'm really glad I can witness this live with you guys and get to call the shots here, and it's gonna be super exciting. I can't wait.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I can see it. They're raring to go. The smiles on both their faces. They can't wait to be sacked by me when they can't commentate the event. But Richard, pull up the fight card. Let the people know what they're tuning in for. We've had to delay this a couple of times. I do apologize for that, but it was with legitimate reason. But ladies and gentlemen, it is the runback between the king of Egg and Crest going up against the Smurf Metal Detector 101. It is ISDB going up against MDZ Jimmy. First of all, oh my word, he put the wrong Twitter account up. Oh my God, this is...
Broski, what's up?
Oh, this is a shambles. Do you know what's crazy? Let me tell you something. All right, okay. I'm gonna give you guys a life lesson. When you go live, there are no backsies. There are no runbacks. There are no do-overs. So that's it. It's going to be Egg and Crest, the king of Egg and Crest, going up against the Smurf Detector 101. That's how it's going to go tonight. I want you guys to stay locked in, because we do have both the gents in the waiting room, and they're going to be itching to go. Now, before we talk to you two a bit further about what's going to be transpiring tonight, I did allude to something earlier that we did say tonight's going to have a little bit of a twist. I only knew about this earlier this morning, so I'm going to try to explain this as basic as I can, because it can be a bit overwhelming at first, but it's actually pretty straightforward when you get into it. So, we are going to have the runback tonight. We're going to have the first to 10. They're going to be playing Ryu versus Guile, or whoever versus Ryu. That's what's going to happen. Now, the first person to get to 10 wins then has to win a bonus match using 11. Hence why, I think it says it in the title of the stream, or it did say on Twitter, that tonight's show is the first to 11. It was alluding to someone will be picking 11. So I'll give you an example. Last time the score was 10-7 to ISDD. If it gets to 10-7 again, that means we go back to the lobby and ISDD has to win one game against Jimmy using 11. However, if Jimmy, remember he's on 7 wins right now as losing to 10-7, if Jimmy keeps beating ISDD's pick, the random pick from 11, and it eventually gets up to 10-10, they both have to do an 11 mirror match. And then it's basically a first to one is whoever wins that match in the 11 mirror match. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm going to reiterate it as the stream goes through, as we go through the show. But that is essentially how it's going to happen. But you want to say something. You want to say something.
You know the stream. Okay. So you know the stream chat, right? They're going to ask, what if they get their mains? Can they play their mains?
Yes,
so,
they can. If they get Ryu and Guile in 11, then they can play them.
High five. That's clarification.
Did you wash your hands?
Yes, I think so. Yes.
They can give me one too.
Wait, okay. One on each side?
Yes, okay. Good.
Anyway, follow MDZ Jimmy at broski_FGC. Oh no, they changed it. Okay, they did. Wow. Okay, they changed it. Perfect. But yes, the gentlemen are here. There's their ats on Twitter. If you're not following them, do get to follow them again. This is a tale as old as time, and they're still actively playing the game. They're actually both playing on PlayStation 5 now, which is going to be pretty interesting. I want to get their opinions on that when we do have them in the chat for an interview later. But you know what? Let's take a couple steps back, because we do have a Guile specialist with us tonight on the show. And speaking of which, our Lord and Savior, actually, he might not be our Lord and Savior anymore. We have a new Lord and Savior. If you know who Pokimane is, she's our new Lord and Savior. But we do, in fact, all hail Do-Rag Daigo.
Yo!
Shout outs to Mildon Beast, Do-Rag Daigo, for qualifying for CPT. Now, I would say balance is restored. The status quo is come back, but Daigo decided to wear a do-rag, play some Guile, and decided to win a CPT. Now, in my time, right, I'm only 27. In my time, this is my Lord and Savior. But unfortunately, more news came out that someone has their own Evo now. So I think we have a new Lord and Savior in the mix. So I don't know if Daigo has lost his title of the Lord and Savior. I think someone has taken that title from him. But first of all, let me stop trolling. Congratulations to Daigo winning over the weekend for CPT 3. It was some great gameplay. If you haven't seen the grand final with him and Kawana, that's fantastic. Do you know what I also want you guys to watch as well? You might have to find this on CFN, or you might have to find this on YouTube somewhere. Go and watch the match Daigo had with Trashbox to make it the top 16. I think Trashbox was the closest guy to actually putting him in losers before Kawano. That match was actually insane. So if you haven't seen Daigo versus Trashbox, please watch that. Other than that, please watch the top 16, watch the top 8. And I believe Daigo's interview is on YouTube already. So if you want to hear his thoughts about how he felt about it, training and whatnot, please do. But as you can see, he joins all the pantheon of players, which Kusanagi is still in the wrong place, but these are all the players that are qualified for CPT at the moment. And again, a lot of people are still fans of Daigo, tried and true, and they love it when Daigo, the king, the legend of fighting games, has qualified for the cup. They only think that's right for the world. But like I said,
it is. The world is healing.
But I don't know, because Pokimane partly owns Evo now, so new times, 2021, it could be a thing. But you know what? Let's get this off of Veggey's chest first. There was something we were talking about before regarding Daigo and his performance in the CPT this weekend, or this past weekend. So would you like to bring up the topic you wanted to talk about today?
Yes, thank you, Jammerz, for the introduction. That was very nice and kind of you, sir. I just wanted to say, because you know everyone's been like going crazy over the walk-up throw. I just wanted to say that
was fun.
Decision-wise, it is no different from a wake-up crouching medium kick. There's zero difference. The only difference here, like the risk is the same. The risk is absolutely the same. But there's no reward for Guile to do wake-up crouch medium kick. There is a reward to do the walk-up throw.
Not without VT. Not without VT.
Yeah, without VT. Yeah. So there's a reward for doing the walk-up throw, but it's not like something brand new meta thing. I think it's very interesting to see people like completely mind-boggled over someone doing that. I mean, people have been doing this for years, but when Daigo does it, that's when people notice.
Well,
and don't implement it in
I think it was that point. Veggey's 110% correct. I think it was more so not the. I think it's just wake up forward throw. The audacity to do that in a tense situation. Remember, he was high stun. He was high stun as well. That's what. So again, but I can see where Veggey's coming from. It's like, look, anyone could have done wake up forward jump, wake up crouch medium kick. They would have done anything defensively, but it's the fact that he had the the boldness, the being so brazen to wake up forward throw when he's about to lose. And remember, he was banking on Kawano doing the shimmy, which that's exactly what he went for. That's why they threw a off guard. And the thing is, it's funny when Daigo wins, because when Daigo was, and last year when he won the CPT to qualify against Food in the grand finals, he got all those sweet punish whiffs, the sweet whiff punishes, right? And then everyone just started picking Guile and started to do whiff punish and sweep, and it just never worked. Like, now all I'm gonna get are people just gonna wake up forward, walk up forward throw, and I'm just gonna hit you with a counter hit medium, and it's like, what are you doing? It's
I think it's a good read, but it's like it's not new. We've seen people do wake up. We've seen Nakali's do wake up EX command throw.
Birdies do it. Any command grab character.
It's just that it's a normal throw that gets people all rattled up. I think, as you say, the decision being low on stun is sick in itself, but it being a wake up throw, it's no different than Akuma doing wake up crouch mini kick. It's the same risk, kind of. It's like you are going to be hit if the other guy is pressing.
Okay, do you know what?
That's all I wanted to say.
Let me pose that.
That's a really good point, Veggey.
I had to say it. Sorry.
Let me pose it. Let me pose it to the viewers at home. How do you feel about Daigo's wake up forward throw? You know, wake up micro walk throw against Kawano in the grand finals. Was it the greatest read since sliced bread? Are you like Veggey a bit blasé about it? Because again, if you play this game at the highest level or a relatively high level, that's nothing new. Let me know how you guys feel about it. Or you can tweet at Veggey at Veggey_SF on Twitter and let him know all about it. And how much you hate Dawson as well. But I mean,
angry gamers in mentions soon.
I mean, Olvaha, how did you feel about the weekend overall and Durag Daigo taking the third CPT for Japan?
I think it's only right that Daigo took it. He was playing really good.
What a Daigo answer.
Well, I love Daigo. Like, I'm not ashamed to admit that I think he's inspirational, and I think it's only right that he won. But like, also because he was playing absolutely amazing the whole weekend, and when he was in winners, I was like, yeah, this might just be it, you know? Even though, like, everyone else played amazing as well. But I definitely, I agree with Veggey said as well. And we're probably gonna see that a lot online. Like,
yes, I already seen clips.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, someone tweeted actually was like, it works. It works.
It doesn't work.
But yeah, it was actually like I was enjoying myself throughout the weekend. It was really, really, really enjoyable.
All right. Fair enough. But as you can see on your screen right now, listen, we still got more action happening this weekend. So this will be another CPT happening this weekend for Southeast Asia. Their one and only chance, I believe. Japan still have another CPT happening, right? Which is going to be the last one, January 22nd, as you can see on your screen. And notice as well, it's another talking point before we move on to the next thing as well. So Japan have got the fourth and final one happening to close out the regular season, but there are so many players that have not qualified. You know, Bonshan, Tokido, Fudo, you know, Itazan, Kichipamu, Dogura, you know, all them guys, Nemo, they just haven't qualified, and some of them don't even make top 16. So it's like, again, usually what happens is you travel around the world and you accumulate points, and then whoever's the top 32 at the end of the year, the top 31 at the end of the year, gets to qualify and enter the CPT finals. But this time it's winner take all, and top 4 get prize pools. And it's like the fact that a very or highly condensed region such as Japan, filled, littered with champions, can only have 4 of them. It's insane, right? And that's what's going to make that even more juicy for the fourth and final one early next year. So make sure you're still following and sticking around with the CPT. Obviously, shout outs to James Chen and Vicious over the weekend, holding it down on the microphone as well. Vicious was just jumping about all over the place because he couldn't believe it.
It was so funny. He jumped up. He did it again. He did it again. He did it again.
I like the DPs. I think Daigo's knowledge of when he can DP is one of the defensive impressive situations. Like, everyone knows Daigo will DP, but they never know. They never guess right. Almost very few people do guess a lot right, but they do know that it will come a lot of the time, which is interesting to me.
I don't think it's just the reversal. I think it's a lot of things. When he goes for a throw, when he does the reversal, again, look, it built up to a point where, as me and Veggey were talking about earlier, he did a walk up throw. It's like, huh? It's like, okay, we've seen that before, but why did you do that there? You banked on Kawano doing this at said time when it could have been anything else. Remember, imagine Kawano pressed the button. but he knew Koana wasn't going to press a button there.
Yeah,
Stun was high, typical scenario, right? So it honestly is absolutely insane to me, and it's going to be fantastic as well. But again, there's going to be more high-level stuff happen as well. We've got Street Fighter League, more CPT actions. The Red Bull Kumite is going to be 3 weeks away now. We will be talking about...
That's crazy. Time flies.
We'll be talking about the Red Bull Kumite players at the end of the show. Do not worry, Richard, my stream team, because I sorted that out. Don't worry about that. But yeah, we'll be talking about that a little bit later. But do you know what?
Jammerz did it.
We have been rambling on a fair bit. I think it might be high time that we bring our lovely gentleman into the call and have a chat with him. Richard, do we have the guys ready to go? Do you know? All right, let's find out. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be having another pre-match interview. Like I said, with the king of Egg and Cress and Smurf Detector 101. They're going to be here with us and having a little chat because I want to have a chat with them and see how they're doing. We've got one person here, which is Jimmy, but we're trying to get ISDD to unmute his mic. I don't know if he's there, if he's run off somewhere. Please tell me he hasn't run off somewhere. I want. Do you know what I really want to do, right? So while we're waiting for ISDD to come through, do you know what I want to do if events come back, right?
Tell me.
Right, I can't remember if it's the UFC or the boxing. Do you know when they get the two fighters at the end of the table and there's one guy in the middle that just watches them chat trash to each other and they hurl abuse at each other before the fight?
Like a moderator.
I think we need that with some of these exhibitions or rivals.
That would be
if we could get that back in offline, I think that'd be fantastic because I think that.
Are we getting offline back?
Well, I hope so. I mean, we've got invitationals as a start, right?
I hope we get offline next year. That would be so sick.
It's a start. All right, so we should have our guys unmuted now. I can see in the Discord chat. All right, gentlemen, can you both hear me loud and clear?
Yes.
Ah, perfect. There we go. So obviously, yes, these guys have been on the show before, but Jimmy, ISTD, thank you very much for coming back on, because obviously, if you guys didn't see the first set on YouTube, you have to go back a couple of videos, a couple of months back, but it was 10-7 to ISTD, and Jimmy did issue, said, I want that run back, and we said, we will make that happen. Jimmy, are you in fine spirits for tonight's run back?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited to have this run back. I've said it like immediately after I lost. Please, you have to make that run back happen somehow. So I'm very excited for this.
Okay, so I gotta ask you to kind of spill the beans a little bit, if you have been spilling the beans, because I know you've been streaming quite a bit of 11 recently. So I don't know how much Ryu training you've had for today in preparation of the run back, because remember, you initiated this whole thing, so I need you to come guns blazing. Jimmy, are you going to be winning 10-6, 10-8, 10-1? I want to know what Jimmy's feeling today. Are you going to body this guy?
It's difficult to say, but I mean, I wouldn't have asked for the run back if I wasn't confident I was able to win, right? So yeah, it's true. I have not been playing a lot of Ryu lately, but I think I have a couple of ideas of how to turn it around. Last time, I'm not sure if I should really say this. I mean, Sean is listening, right? So
please go ahead.
Okay, I mean, I might as well spill the beans. It's not a big secret anyways, but I mean, I was playing V-Trigger 2 last time, so this time around it will certainly be V-Trigger 1. I think V-Trigger 2 was actually very overhyped when we first... the roar. I mean, it's amazing when it hits, but there are too many problems, I figured, in the long run, that it's actually better to pick V-Trigger 1. So that's what you're going to see today, and I think I'm going to be way more confident with that. I actually made a lot of conversion mistakes as well with V-Trigger 2 because of how inexperienced I am with it, so that's not going to happen with V-Trigger 1, so that's something I feel good about.
Okay, so it's going to be a V-Trigger swap.
I remember clearly that even though ImStillDaDaddy won, he still had to comment on the strength of V-Trigger 2, which made me feel like he felt like that trigger was giving you things. That ImStillDaDaddy, are you relieved that he's going V-Trigger 1 now, so you don't have to deal with V-Trigger 2?
Well, because he's going the other V-Trigger, I'm going to go V-Trigger 1, because I was using V-Trigger 2.
What? Okay, wow.
Okay,
I use V-Trigger 2 for the power as well, because he was going for power, so that's why I use V-Trigger 2, but I'm going to go V-Trigger 1 this game if he's going that one.
Okay, fire with fire. I like that philosophy. You know what? Since we got ISDD talking now, ISDD, you've played Jimmy and you've had back and forth with Jimmy for as long as I can remember. Honestly, I think you two would be the biggest paid boxing match if we could set you up in an actual ring for boxing. But what, in your opinion, ISTD, what is Jimmy's biggest weakness as a player? If you could pick one thing.
But I've always said that I think he's very technical, but I don't think his fundamentals are all there. So like,
wow, okay.
I think that he's not patient enough sometimes. He's a bit not patient, but like he does things what other Ryus don't do. So like he's very technical. So you have to play different against Jimmy as well. So you have to give him credit for that. But he plays totally different. But as he's been playing a lot more, he has improved, and Ryu's got better all the time. And I think he's got the tools to play against Gao in the matchup. But he's never beat me in a set when it's comes down to serious. He's beat me in direct matches. Like,
ISTD always brings this up, and it's nonsense.
I love it.
It's nonsense every single time.
But like, you can get it.
I agree with everything else you said, by the way, but no fucking way you can argue. I never beat you in a set. That's just nonsense. Come on.
He pulled one out of the bag, but like. It's good that we're playing the first to 10 as well. Last time we had a good game. I wasn't playing as much as I am now.
I beat you in the last CPT that we played together.
Wait. Was this last year before it was all region locked? Was this last year, Jimmy?
It was. Wait, let me think about this. It was definitely a 2-0. Okay, it was in pools. We had to play, and was 2-0. Okay, yeah, I did beat him there, and it was at CPT set. Nobody can argue.
Yeah, but it was not laggy though, man. I wasn't playing.
It was laggy. I mean, it's online. It's online. Okay, fair enough.
No, yeah. I do remember that game, and but like I've been using a lot of Kira recently. I've been using like a hell of a lot of her, and I really like her. So, but I'm going to use Gao tonight because it's obviously the runback, and it'll be good. So I'm kind of interested to play. Like I've even got like I feel kind of like I fit like playing him. I don't want to let him win. Do you know what I mean?
No, do you know what? You bring up.
I'm excited about playing him. I'm excited about playing because we do have like a rivalry going back. And
listen, this is exactly what the people want to see from the both of you. They like the trash talk. They like the exchange you guys have online, and they like the in-game like gameplay you guys bring. Speak of the devil, Sean. You did mention Akira. Overall, what is your opinion of her? Because you've actually been dabbling with all the DLC characters. I think Akira is the one you've had the most fun with, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct?
I use Doro at the beginning a little bit, but yeah, I use Akira a lot. I'm still learning with her, but I just feel that I'm a lot stronger now. I'm getting like big streaks of her. But when I'm going back to Guile, I'm like kind of losing stupid games sometimes, and then I'll just go back to Akira. I'm enjoying her so much. I'm really enjoying her a lot.
Okay.
The best character. So she's definitely my secondary at the moment, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to just add something there. I think that this is like one of the first times I've seen you, ImStillDaDaddy, find a character that you almost blend better with than your old Guile main. I feel like Akira is just like it's hard to say. It's like just as scary at least. It's very.
Yeah, I definitely play different because obviously you've got free frame buttons. I've never really used a character like that. Like as much as this, it's normally a defensive based character or someone a bit different. So I'm actually been playing the game and realizing I've been playing the system of the game differently. You know, when I was moaning about free frame wake ups and stuff like that, I'm actually doing it. Doing it times.
Nice.
Even on delay stuff. I'm playing a lot different with her, but it's like I'm actually finding a new layer into the game as well. So it's interesting.
Can't beat him, join him.
Yeah, no, honestly, that's fantastic. So one more question I got for Jimmy before I hand it over to Olvaha. So Jimmy, you first of all, congratulations on getting Ultimate Grandmaster. It took you about 20 years to get there, but during that time that it took you ages to get to Ultimate Grandmaster, what did you learn about yourself as a player or a better understanding of the game? Like, what were some of the things you learned along the way?
Oh wow, that's a really difficult question.
Well, I mean,
there's a ton of stuff to learn. I think maybe that's the main thing.
You were grinding for a long time, and you definitely picked up on one or two things. And it's like, okay, watching you, it's like, damn, he needs to get there quick because I don't want to see you suffer in silence. Because I watched some of your streams when you were getting there, but I'm like, do you need a new character to help you get there? It's like, come on, Jimmy, you got it.
I mean, I've heard you talking about this pretty frequently, but the truth of the matter is, at some point, if you're in Grandmaster and you make progress towards Ultimate Grandmaster, it's about how much time are you spending in rank. And at some point, I actually did the math, and ever since I became a dad, I've winded, like, I don't stream that much anymore, and the focus has shifted a little bit. Like, I talk a lot more to Twitch chat than I actually play games. So I realized, even though my win rate was actually increasing, but my ranks, like, I used to be, like, at one point I was in the top 10 of the ranking. That's when Street Fighter V was just released, and I was playing a lot of games, right? And I realized I was doing fine, and I was making progress towards Ultimate Grandmaster, but my rank was actually decreasing. And that's because there are so many other players who are simply putting in more time, even though I was, like, my win rate was improving and everything. But yeah, it was a slow grind, and overall, I'd say, I mean, there are so many subtle things that you have to keep in mind and change. I think that's what makes fighting games so great. There's always something to learn, and I think in my grind, maybe that's the main thing that I realized. There's an infinite amount of things you can work on, and you will never be finished learning, and that's beautiful.
Nah, do you know what? Honestly, I like that answer, okay? Because I see a lot of people in the chat say, damn, Jammerz is savage. I'm like, listen, take it from me, who watches a lot of people streaming and wants them to be better overall. I want everyone to be the best player on the planet, but that's just not going to happen. But in the case of Jimmy's been streaming for a long time, I've been watching Jimmy for a long time, and sometimes I'm like, Jimmy, is he not there yet? I'm like, damn, I can't have Jimmy suffering on stream like this. I need you to hurry up and get there so you can have some fun. Believe me, after Jimmy got Ultimate Grandmaster and he started playing 11, he was smiling a lot more. Believe me, when he was smiling a lot more.
Maybe
So
at
rank
first.
equals happiness? Would you say that?
People can call me savage or whatever, but it's like, look, it's from player to player. I'm like, Jimmy, I got Ultimate Grandmaster. I want you to get Ultimate Grandmaster and feel the power with me, you know. But it's like, listen, it's great that you got there, and it's great you're having fun, even more so with 11. And he's going to be bringing the heat with his Ryu tonight because he's confident that he will probably beat ISTD. Who knows? Maybe it might be too early, it might be too late. But Olvaha, let's fire away with some questions from you, because this is the first time you're actually speaking to these guys in the same room.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's a pleasure. Well, we've been doing shots back and forth, so I thought we would have a little bit of a twist here, and I would like you both to come up with something that you really like about each other's gameplay. So
wow.
We could start with ImStillDaDaddy, and tell me what you really like about Jimmy's gameplay. You talked about it a little, about how he plays different than other Ryus, for example, but what is it?
Yeah, definitely. It's the technique. It's where he stops me from V reversal in a way, stupidly, where he would parry it. So he'd do an OS. He does things that other Ryus don't do, but it's a lot down to his technique. Like, so, yeah, I would say that. I do like, I was watching some of his stuff earlier. I do like that he's technical, and he can pull out the magic sometimes. And I always call it the Jimmy magic. But it's definitely the technical side to him, but like 100%, yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Jimmy, what about you? Is there anything you like about ISTT's gameplay?
Yeah, sure. I mean, maybe some people are going to call me crazy, but I mean, you guys watched the Japan CPT with Daigo pulling off the crazy knockdown walk-up throw to beat the shimmy. I actually think ISTD has similar genius moments in the wake-up game where I'm extremely confident I'm gonna be able to get away with a delayed button or something like that, and he wakes up upside down kick or some stupid shit.
Well, I mean, he hit you with that last time.
I said stupid, but it's genius, because I think ISTD actually has a good understanding of when to take those chances, and they pay off frequently, and that's really amazing. I don't think I have had any other guile do that in this fashion.
Well,
Thank you.
I think in general, I think even what you saw with Daigo over the weekend using Guile, and what ISTD does on Wake Up, or any player that is comfortable and understands the system of Street Fighter V so well on Wake Up, is you will get these, these very confusing and wild reads that, once upon a time we all would have raised both eyebrows and said, like, you did that. But in Street Fighter V, most of the time, even Veggey can tell you, it's like, it makes so much sense now. It's like, okay, this guy jumped out the corner because he wants to immediately get out and avoid stun. This guy's going to backdash here when he should have taken the throw, so on and so forth. It's like, there are some wild decisions, but again, with the kind of scenario that's set up with the whole Daigo Koano situation, the grand final, it was Daigo was basically on the verge of being stunned. Anything would have stunned him, and he chose to micro-walk throw on Kawana, who just happened to look for the shimmy. So, like Jimmy was saying about ISTD, when you have that good read on someone's, on your knockdown, on your wake up, and you have the right read on what they're going to do offensively, it's just a different mind game altogether. And there's only certain types of players that can do that. Because I personally think not every player can do that because they won't understand that. I mean, Veggey, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think that's some players don't want to take those risks. They don't want to go that route. They don't want to go down those roads because they aren't very comfortable. They aren't good at calling it, so they'll just stay way more passive on defense. And then you have people like ImStillDaDaddy, like Phenom, like Daigo, there's quite a few of these players, and they have this. It almost feels like they get like these bursts of like an idea that just to me it feels like they get. Oh, this is gonna happen, and then they just react immediately, and they have because they have such a high success rate, you rarely see the startup of upside down kick from ImStillDaDaddy and then a counter hit or whatever. When it comes, it's working. So there is there is something that they're seeing. There's a pattern. There's something. There's a feeling. There is something that these guys can do that is not for everybody. So it's a very it's like a particular skill. It's very hard to explain how it works because I don't even think that the players themselves can really tell you. They can say why, but they can't tell you how they can make it work so many times.
It's about intuition.
Oh yeah,
yes,
for sure.
Instincts.
Listen, Jimmy, just like you have the Jimmy magic, ISTD has his moments of genius as well. Hey, listen, everybody has their moments, but you know, we got time for about 1 or 2 more questions before we hit a break. Now, Jimmy, we were talking about before we went live in terms of the state of Street Fighter 5 online when you're playing against certain matchups. You were talking to me about you should be allowed to counter pick or go back to character select screen if you lose in a ranked set or a casual set. Would you like to elaborate that a little bit more? Because that's something you feel should be mandatory in current fighting games these days. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, pretty much. I think it's actually mind-blowing to me that this is not a thing so far. Maybe the developers want to speed up the ranked sets. Maybe that's why. But it should really be it should work like a tournament. If you're playing a best of 3 set, if you lose the first match, you are allowed to pick a secondary character. And I think it would actually allow people to explore other characters way more, because the way I see it, when Ryu, for example, was nerfed in Season 2, I was taking a look at Ibuki a lot more. And then I realized I can't really... Like, whenever I played Ibuki, I was trying to play Ibuki against the bad matchups of Ryu. But then I ended up never matching against anyone with those characters. So I went back to Ryu, and then I would run into a bad matchup. And I was like, if only there was a way for me to get Ibuki right now, to check out this matchup, to figure out if this is actually a good call or not. I think it would really incentivize people to check out more characters and maybe find their new main through that. And it's like a simple change that could have a massive impact on the game, I feel.
Okay, ISTD, do you share the same sentiment there? Would you like it if you could, when you boot up Street Fighter 5 and go online, would you like it that if you could just have Guile as the main and then you have Akira as the backup ready to go whenever you hit these first of 2 ranked sessions online? Would you prefer that, or do you like how the ranked system is right now?
I totally agree with Jimmy that to change, because you can't really change the counter pick. You should be able to do it after a round. So like when someone comes up with the characters I want to use, like it's perfectly right. When someone comes up, you want to change the character. If it's like a bad matchup or you want to counter pick that character, you should be able to change, because then you can obviously learn that way as well. It's hard to like, you're always playing with one character, and then when you change to them, it's like, you play characters that you don't want to play against and the ones you're learning. Do you know what I'm coming from? It's like, it's a hard matchup.
Okay.
You want to pick it for like the bad matchups. It had it in Street Fighter 4. I don't know why it didn't have it in this game.
Listen, times change and they have different views and different philosophies on how certain things work. And sometimes you'll just slip things. You'll miss things and they'll just slip through the cracks and you totally forget about them. But, you know, it'll be another question I posted in chat. How do you guys feel about it? Do you feel you should go into ranked matches or online sessions with 2 characters, or you just happy with the one and then going back to character select, swapping it, then playing that character and learning your bad matchups through and through? But while we do that, I got to conclude this pre-match session here. We got to take a quick break because I got to make sure, as much as excited as you guys are, I got to make sure the people upstairs stay excited and we run them ads for these people. So we're going to get a quick esports break for 5 minutes, and when we come back, we're going to delve into this lobby, get these 2 in the ring and play that first to 10. Be back with us in about 5 minutes. There's going to be some fists and projectiles be flying around. See you shortly.
Ooh.
So it's you.
What's the meaning of fate? You shall know. Was that a shot? Sword fire! Punishment! Was that a shot? Can you keep up? Sword fire! Sword fire is the end for you! It's your destiny. Soul powers nature. Fate or a foe!
PlayStation
いつかあの背中に追いつくために。さーて一丁やってやりますかねえ。さっさすりゃすりゃいけとあいつすりゃさっさと始めようぜ。俺は誰にも負けねえ。
Welcome back to tonight's episode of Sets. If you've just joined us, don't worry. We're going to be kicking it off with the main event now. We had a little chat with these guys, friendly banter, bit of trash talking here and there, but now we're going to get into the meat and bones of tonight. So just to reiterate and make sure you guys are on the same wavelength as us, it is not a first to 10 tonight, it's a first to 11. Let me quickly go through the rules again. So the run back is happening. They will be doing a first to 10 Ryu versus Guile. However, there is going to be a bonus match included in tonight's set. Let's use the example of last time these guys encountered each other. ISTD won 10-7. That means if ICD manages to get to 10 and Jimmy's at 7 again, then it's going to be a first to 1 where ISTD has to pick 11 and win one game. If he cannot win that one game and Jimmy somehow bounces back from 10-7 to 10-10, they both have to play 11 and play an 11 mirror match, and whoever wins that 11 mirror match will be the victor of tonight. It's a first to 10 with a little bit of a twist. That's exactly what I was alluding to before. But now, hopefully we're on the same wavelength there. I know that was a very super fast explanation there, but I'll explain throughout the set as we go along. But I know these guys are they're raring to go, so let me get these guys ready right now. And cool, we got them both here. We got ISTD, we got Jimmy here, and they're ready to go. So gentlemen, you guys, Veggey, I know you're excited for this. Olvaha, are you excited for this one?
Yeah. I couldn't be more excited, let's just say that. It's gonna be really interesting how it goes, like the main set obviously, and how the whole twist with the set is gonna affect the outcome.
Well,
that's gonna be super interesting.
Let us find out indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you very much for joining us tonight. It is the king of egg and cress, the president of the egg and cress flavor. Going up, like I said, for the 1000th time, it is the Smurf Detector 101 in MDZ Jimmy going up against ISTD. Now, like I said, spoiler alert, you can go and check it out in the archives on the Capcom Fighters YouTube channel. It was 10-7 last time to ISTD. Jimmy said he's going to win, but ISTD said, I don't know, man. I don't think that guy's going to... I don't think he's going to win this time round, you know? So... I don't know. Are we going to expect much difference from these guys?
And what did ImStillDaDaddy say just before we went live again?
Well, he said if I pick 11, he's definitely not going to beat me.
Yeah,
my 11.
he's very confident right now. So, I mean, I really like this approach, because now we'll have that. Okay, maybe one guy kind of takes it away and he runs all the way to 10. But then there is that stop point where the other guy has a real comeback mechanic. It's V-trigger in the first to 10. The V-trigger is the opponent's 11. Yeah. Gives you the power up until you're both equal again. So that's very interesting for me.
Well, they both did say, they said the V-Trigger 2 that Jimmy picked last time, it was overrated, and that was probably holding him back in a couple of areas, and Jimmy's muscle memory of V-Trigger 2 wasn't quite there because he's too used to V-Trigger 1. Now he's picked V-Trigger 1, and ISTD said, well, you know what, I'll fight fire with fire. I'll pick my V-Trigger 1 because last time I picked V-Trigger 2 in the knife edge. So let's see what changes around this matchup.
Yep, projectile wars.
Yeah, and he wanted to kind of pick that knife's edge to have that power, because he didn't need the V-Trigger 1 to negate the other V-Trigger 1. So it's kind of like a you pick, I pick situation. And right now, though, ImStillDaDdy has been very comfortable at keeping Jimmy at bay.
Yeah, nice start. Also, shout out to Jimmy for using the BCRF costume.
Oh yeah, for sure. Love the color scheme on this.
Yeah,
very good,
very lovely.
All right, substantial likely there for ISTD. Not going to overextend. Just one light, one medium, anything will do it here. Bad start for Jimmy.
And ImStillDaDdy's been very patient in this match. He's been very slow, methodical, placing buttons, waiting for anti-airs, not really use booms that much, just like waiting out Jimmy and punishing him.
The thing is, I think one thing we got to give full credit for ISTD is he just knows how to get into Jimmy's head. Like even before
so true.
this
And already look at this life lead he's gonna build here, and the stun always as well.
Yeah. And the way he built that life was great. The first round, he spent so many seconds, 10, 30, 40 seconds just waiting, and then he just rushes him down immediately and gets the ultimate.
Yeah, I feel like ImStillDaDdy's really good at using Guile's different normals.
No cancel on the stand light on the Sobat kick. That's -4 now, so you can get a clean punish on that. Light touch would have done it there.
That's good to point out there, Jammerz.
All right, there you go. Knocks him down. That's what he couldn't get last time. So he could get a knockdown, but he couldn't get Oki after knockdown. When he gets those V-Trigger 1 fireball knockdowns, he can double dash in there. So
definitely slow down a bit. Didn't have to bring it all the way back. And this is nice. That's a good placement.
Very good placement. All right, so it's 1-0 to ISTD, and again, this is a very reminiscent start of what happened last time. So ISTD was getting a strong start, Jimmy was slowly coming back, and then at one point it looked like ISTD was running away, and then Jimmy managed to turn things on its head, but he just fell short closer to the end there. But hopefully he doesn't trail behind mentally, because you don't want your opponent getting that 6-0 lead and you're having to play catch up, because again, Veggey, you know as well as I do, playing catch up in these first to 10s, it's a whole different ballgame, it's a whole different mind game in that scenario.
I mean, I played catch up against you though, Jammerz, so I know better than you how to play catch up in these first to 10s.
You love the play. But also, I have to point out from the earlier set, you guys talked about during that set that Jimmy was getting a really nice momentum going there, and you guys talked about how ImStillDaDaddy really needs to win this next match, so you know he can actually stay in this set, because Jimmy was looking really strong.
Cross counter, he's going to get a guard break here. Oh, just the tip of the EX flash kick caught the extended hurt box around Ryu's hands.
I can't believe that reached.
I can't believe he committed to that instead of just doing a V-shift, but...
Yeah, exactly.
Well, this is the matchup, man. ISTD versus Jimmy. Oh, there
he jumped again. There's a couple of bad jumps. Okay, do you know what? You better get these bad jumps out of the way now. So...
I'm just impressed at how ImStillDaDady is chugging fireballs for a while and then just stops at the right time every time. That shows some real like knowledge of the opponent and of course the matchup, but also the player matchup he's playing against.
Crush counter with the standing hard kick, going to get the pickup into the light Tatsu, into the corner, going to get a throw. Can we get a sneaky one? I would have done another throw there. I would have done another throw.
Solo plexus strike as well.
That was ImStillDaDady kind of stayed patient after that plexus.
Yeah.
Jonathan maybe thinking it would go kind of half. I like this kind of slow approach from ImStillDaDady when he's fighting from defense.
Do you know what's crazy as well?
He's really relaxed.
Yeah, it's I was literally about to say it myself. He's really relaxed, and I think it's in that mid-range where a couple of guards' buttons will whiff on crouches. He just does upside down kick, and it just blows up loads that Ryu's doing.
Been like crushed once by the stand heavy kick, but that's such a huge commitment for Ryu because he can whiff punish that, he can stop that on reaction should it just be whiffed, so it's not something he can just throw out all the time just to stop something.
Sonic boom, here comes the Sonic cross. Is he going to get an overhead? Jimmy's got one fireball. I think he should save that EX fireball. Save it, please.
Yeah, for a while. I agree.
No, he's through.
There is
and there you go.
But that's the thing that we've seen with Jimmy earlier too. He doesn't appreciate keeping that one EX to make them to like make that guessing game last longer. He kind of spends it early, and the guessing game is gone, and the opponent can do whatever he wants again.
Exactly.
So instead of throwing the lights and making ImStillDaDady very uncomfortable with throwing because the fireball would knock him down, he throws it early, and ImStillDaDady is right back on the control seat.
Let me counter that argument for you. EX Fireball it's got pretty fast startup, especially at that mid-range, that unreactable range there. And usually what's happening now with a lot of people playing against Ryu, they see one bar and they wait for the EX Fireball to come out, because it's going to come out eventually, right? But yeah. I do agree with what Veggey said. I think you should play around that a little bit more. Maybe wait for ISTD to get comfortable for a regular boom so you can counteract that and get that knockdown, because that's what was super important. But right now it's 2-0 to ISTD. He finds himself in the corner.
2-0 is really, I feel like 2-0 is really not a big lead with these guys in play. Like, if they can, you know, take advantage of each other, like, just very subtle.
Oh, walks out of the throw range there. Didn't want to get back from there. Low forward into fireball, but he's walking into danger, and he's walking into losing the round again, Jimmy!
He kicks him in the face, man. That was 3 heavy kicks right in.
You know what?
All roundhouses.
In a range where you think Ryu is comfortable, he doesn't look comfortable. Upside down kick, Sonic booms in his face, losing to back fierce. It's like, this is not looking good again.
Started once again. Look at this. This is so hard for Jimmy right now.
Yeah, it's really rough. And I'm thinking about these times he's had V-Trigger activated and getting the crouch mini kick to fireball. Imagine the damage he would have got had it been V-Trigger too, so maybe that is the answer. Maybe ImStillDaDady was right all along. Maybe we'll see a change as time goes on, but right now it's not working out, I feel, for Jimmy.
I don't think he's going to change V-Trigger's good damage here. No flash kick yet. Oh my word!
Yeah, I think that was Jammerz.
Oh my god.
Just said that, man.
I watched this game way too much.
Okay, the activation.
That's good. That's really good. Can he get a back throw?
Oh, he finds the neutral jump shimmy to season 1, and he takes his first round. Is that his first round?
That's his first round.
I like it. Yeah,
he
needs to bring the season 1 back, baby. Season 1 Ryu.
That's what he needs. This is exactly what Jimmy needs, right? When he's at a range where Galfo's come through Sonic booms, he needs to anticipate that and throw the EX Fireball. He needs the knockdown. That's what he needs.
Exactly. once again, like, ImStillDaDdy's so good at using that roundhouse, the upside down kick. He's absolutely a master.
Block again, block again.
Oh, great bait, and now the delay. One more. Oh, you fight it. Oh.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh no, what is happening?
Oh, you better kill. No.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'll shut my mouth.
Okay.
I'll shut my mouth. All right.
He turned around.
You know what?
Like that.
You know what?
I've never seen
I'll
that.
give you that. I'll be like, what are you doing? It's like, you're 2-0 down. You shouldn't be doing that. But listen, he knows his character better than anyone. Despite me telling him to pick another character so he can fight a lot of members of the cast, he knows Ryu better than most players in the Street Fighter 5 community.
He wants to show you. He wants to show you all that flash. That flash and that accessory.
He can show me all day. Sometimes Jimmy goes, Jammerz, when can I beat you? And I'm like, I don't know, Jimmy. I don't know.
Power of Shotokan Karate.
All right, so it's 2-1 at the moment. He's finding his rhythm. I like that. And the thing is as well, I think my biggest concern for Jimmy's gameplay right now is finding an answer to upside down kick in the neutral.
Yeah, that's true.
That's my biggest
It has been a huge problem for Jimmy, like so far.
Crush counter again.
That is kind of an answer, but as we said, that's very risky because it is preemptive and it's easily punishable on reaction shoot with. So it's something you throw out every now and then, but it's not something you can use all the time.
Nice medium kick, finals out. Yeah, he's jumping.
He's using a lot of like crouching medium kick in the corner. That was a great answer to Jimmy's pressure there in the corner.
Oh, those knockdowns though. Nice.
Done. V-trigger's gone.
Another one.
Oh, what's up, blood?
Or not.
Yo! Wait. What? Whoa! Wait.
I love it. Yeah.
Hold on. Was that overhead, that meaty overhead, was that only for normal recovery? That must have been. How many active frames have got?
Yes.
Let me look.
I think that's only for, I'm pretty sure because you have to hit on the last active frame to get the combo. So, and since he did quick rise, it kind of had to be.
Dude, I didn't even know you could do that.
Now, how do you guys feel about that? Jimmy's starting to teabag. I'm kind of surprised.
He did that before. He started teabagging before, but he needs to do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
his fight's gonna be heavy. That's huge. Yeah. Turn around.
Delay! Yo! MDZ Jimmy!
He's
keep the stun high. Why'd you jump?
Oh, yeah.
Why don't you jump?
But he still has the V-trigger to make the magic
back throw.
The Jimmy magic.
Yeah, and I love that back dash because that would be kind of safe from the forward heavy kick as well, right? The upside down kick. Finds it. Nice neutral jump, but still gets hit by the follow-ups.
Hey, listen, if there's anyone who can come back with one of the best fireball games in the community, it is ImStillDaDaddy. I don't know why he did that. I think he was mistiming the recovery or something.
No, I felt it. He was just feeling it. So
yeah, that was the intuition.
Wow.
You know, ImStillDaDaddy, he's angry. He's hitting his pad. He's calling him all kinds of random. Oof, my, as we say. Yeah, this is going. This is what he looked hopeless. What happened? He looked hopeless. He just finds the answer.
Hey, you lot commentate this game by yourself. I can't. Don't talk to me. I'm not watching this anymore.
What's going on? What's going on?
Don't talk to me. I can't. I can't watch this.
Oh, and he finds the delay. What's going on? He's just turning around. He looks so. I can't go over it.
He's looking so comfortable right now. The V reversal. Jimmy, look at this Jimmy boy. This is the Jimmy magic ImStillDaDady was talking about.
Man said every so often Jimmy gets a little bit of magic, and I like to call it the Jimmy magic. I hope this is not a one-hit wonder.
Perfect.
Can we see ImStillDaDaddy slow down the pace again? Because I think that's when he did it the best, when he was waiting. As the more active he's gotten, the more straight hits Jimmy has gotten, and the damage and conversion from Ryu has been great.
Yeah, I mean, the more antsy he gets, I feel like he's losing that control from the neutral, because he was controlling the neutral for the first two matches so damn efficiently.
All right, walks up and throw. Great break there from ImStillDaDaddy, and he does a upside down kick after the break. And again, a lot of reversals are flying high in this set. Can he get the round off of the flash kick from the Gao high kick? He does, and he's trying to fight back here. This is actually going to be a pivotal game because it's 2-2 right now, and I've seen a lot of exchanges.
Someone said Jimmy handed the controller to his son. I can't.
Did you say that? That is the best comment because he's playing so wild, right?
That's big. I'm done. He's come back. I think Jimmy's going to be looking at the activation off a sweep if he can get it, but he's going to get a knockdown. ImStillDaDady's got no meters. This is big.
This is huge.
Give V reversal.
Oh, and he finds the V reversal. That's a great V reversal after heavy. Has to cancel the fireball.
Dude, why did he just forward? He should just jump back and wait. Oh my. Oh my. What?
nice tech from ImStillDaDaddy. Everything is just working out. Everything's just
Listen,
working out.
fists are flying at this location. Parry on the Sonic Boom.
Yo, that's a throwback if anything.
Oh my god, he's gonna get hit by Sonic Boom again. Oh my god.
That was such a good EX too, because it's so fast. You can definitely not react block. You have to see that V skill and just sit down. You can't keep walking. When you see one bar of V skill out, you block or you're dead.
Do you know what's crazy, right, about this matchup as well? Hopefully, like, you guys have been watching this game as long as we have. They have some of the fastest fireballs in the game. EX Hadouken and V-Trigger 1 for you is one of the fastest fireballs in the game. And EX Sonic Boom, after the V-Skill 1, the Sonic Blade, is one of the fastest fireballs in the game. So there will be times where it looks like they're blocking with their face, but it isn't. Those are very hard to react to, especially in an online environment. But I do feel, because this set is being played with such intensity, the mind games, these guys are on another planet. They are sent to another level, and they are playing their own game of Street Fighter V right now.
Dude, they're playing a completely different game in an alternate dimension.
No punish on the
But
sweep,
I love
though.
that attempted whip punish, and no punish from us, but I like the attempted whip punish anyway. And finally, Jimmy finds like a clean jump and stuff. Many of those latex.
Dude, look at the stun on that.
Yeah.
That stun was wild.
Jumping demon punch.
Did he just do the
Hey, it was too much scaling anyway. He's dead. Yeah, he's dead. Shout outs to the SF5 Season 5 change, because if he did not have that, you would have seen IMStillDaDaddy have one more guess.
Yeah.
Look at that anti-air.
Look at this. This is so even. This is so back and forth. It's 2-3 in the score, and everything's happening at the same time.
Yeah, and I'm loving that both those rounds. He's had some idea. Wow. Oh, nice buffer to finally catch one of those heavy kicks. The crouch fear is such a great buffer for you against other heavy buttons. It's not as good as Ken's, but it's definitely something to put in work with.
Somebody said I don't understand the mind games of playing IMStillDaDaddy. Yeah, because I don't play them that often. That's why I don't understand the mind games. Are you mad? I don't play them that much. It's like, of course I'm not going to understand this.
Yeah, these guys go, they go back in time.
This is why this is a creme de la creme set, because of how these guys understand each other's strengths and weaknesses. Gets the parry, Jimmy. Build that V-Me, gonna activate. Can he get through? Yes.
Nice.
Do you know what? That is the best piece of play Jimmy has done so far. That's the best piece of play Jimmy's done so far.
That's such a specialist move to do as well, Jammerz.
Right, listen, this is why he likes to stay with this character, and people like watching him for playing this character. It's specialists, like Veggey said, it's specialist tactics like that. Yes, Jimmy's got a couple good delay sequences. Yes, Jimmy got a perfect. I think that's the best play he's done so far. Building that V-Me to get the activation and Tuxie through the boot.
Yeah, because it is such a consistent thing to do as well. Like the delays and stuff, it works out sometimes not. But that's like a consistent strategy. He finds another one of these delays, and you can't really get it like that.
Oh, he's done the wake up upside down kick. I didn't think he was going to do that so early. I did not think he was going to do that so early. All right, jumps. That's the
parries.
All Jimmy has to do is wait.
Nice. And I love how Jimmy was waiting there because he knew the sweep would lose to the upside down kick. He waited to block the upside down kick before trying to inch in again. Now trying to get that inch. Nice blocking.
That was nice blocking. Jimmy indeed.
Dead. Oh no, okay.
He was dead. No, he was dead.
Yeah, it's fine anyway.
Well, he's dead now.
That was not a specialist. That was not a specialist sequence, Jimmy. Jammerz. Gimmers. That was Gimmers. Well, explain that sequence.
Here's the thing, right? This is what's interesting. So Jimmy's found the chink. He's found the chink in IMStillDaD's armor, right? He's catching with a lot of delayed. IMStillDaD's doing a lot of delay tech. He's scared to do the V shift. He's not really backdashing, so he's committed to delay tech and wake up right now. Hopefully he shakes off that habit and gets over it in the middle. But what's going to happen is, I want to see if IMStillDaDdy can either mix up the defensive options or he just goes full on gusto, which he's doing right now against Jimmy right now. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see that when this set goes even further.
And you know, one thing we haven't seen yet from Jimmy is that when ImStillDaDaddy is whiffing those knuckles in his face, you can just crouch fierce all reaction and whiff punish. It's such an easy crouch fierce whiff punish for almost any character. I want to see that at some point. Into that
Do you know what? I think he done that out of raw instinct just in case, just to see what happens. So
yeah. Yeah, we saw that, remember, season 1? And everyone was like, is that some secret tech? Is that a bug? Is something not working?
He used to do it all the time. Like, IMStillDaDdy used to do it all the time in season 1.
That was the ISDD tech. Some people thought, were speculating if there was less recovery of the throw if you canceled into the flash kick. That's how big of a ImStillDaDaddy tech it was.
Yeah, That's true, but ImStillDaDaddy was fighting from the corner really well there in the last round.
Yeah, he was. Unfortunate there for Jimmy. He got sent full screen off of that punish on the execution there on the Tatsu. Now he's got to deal with the Sonic Boom game. Good air-to-air there from Jimmy once again. Oh, wow.
Damn, these flash kicks have been hitting home.
Listen, he has some of the most magical flash kicks in the community. Let me tell you that now.
That's very true.
And that knockdown is so good.
I did say he's got some of the most magical flash kicks.
Wow.
Did you see that combo though? That was a crazy combo.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, it's probably the first time I've seen that combo.
Activate solid puncher from full screen. He's more than happy to do this, but Jimmy's got him in the corner. No meaty.
That was unfortunate for Jimmy.
Oh, yeah, but he finds that one hit though. Let's go.
Yeah,
no,
he's inching forward right now.
Jimmy's got to be careful. Okay, ISTD's built the meter now, so.
Yeah, I want him to look for that punish.
No! Oh, Jimmy, you sold it! Oh, man! He got the delayed crouch light kick. The jab didn't come out. And do you know what was even crazier? ISTD went, you saw it, he went for another wake-up upside-down kick, and the light kick beat the start of that move, and then ISTD just somehow had flash kick charged. And we
you know he'll have that flash kick charge every time.
Do you know what's crazy? Sometimes
he has a lower charge time on that.
Listen, I don't know about you, Olvaha, but for me, sometimes I feel ISTD makes a flash kick look like it's a motion move instead of a charge.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was
or maybe like Ed's, you know, 3 punches because he has it at any time. Right? So.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice punish, I like it.
Corner. Slow and steady.
Right, there we go. So Jimmy might have to find his rhythm again. He was slowly coming back. Do you know what?
Oh, unfortunate drop for Jimmy.
That's a weak punish though.
Right now.
Yeah, it's kind of a weak punish for me.
Yeah. I mean, the first punish wasn't even a punish, so I guess that's kind of lucky to get away with. Nice with the
stay at this range. Please stay at this range. Nice interruption. All right.
And again, I feel like...
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I feel like he's using that EX bar so early, it's so comfortable for the opponent. Yeah, I know he wants the knockdown, but he doesn't make it into a mind game. It's like, I have it, I throw it, I dash, and it's kind of over. The opponent never has to deal with that fear of it coming.
Nah.
Because it's always being used so early. I feel personally.
Good block. He's finding his rhythm again on the understanding of ISTD's flash kick timings. Until I said that, commentators cursed. I'm very good at that. One of the best at doing that.
One thing that I like about Jimmy's gameplay, he's using the parry to keep the V trigger activated and to keep it alive, you know, during the activation. That's one thing I like about Jimmy's gameplay right now.
Yeah, just a couple of seconds longer. Might need that extra fireball to work with, but again, he's going to keep ISTD trapped in this corner right now, but he's going to be flailing in the corner to fight his way out. Good upside down.
Nice buffer with the crash. I love it. One more after the throw. He finds the jab. And ImStillDaDaddy, was that the upside down kick again? Has he been called out twice now?
He's got to be careful, right? Because obviously, when you're in your opponent's face, you can combo for upside down kicks. Because he's using that as a footsie tool, and it is +4 on hit, he's not paying attention to what button Jimmy's pressing afterwards. He's not taking advantage of the frame advantage scenario there, because he's trying to just do it another upside down. There, that's what you need to do.
Wow.
There you go. Right, that's it. That's exactly what you need to do.
Should we count these out?
Hold on. Back throw.
Nice. I like it kind of, because you need the corner. You need to stay in the corner to stay on the opponent. Oh, no whip punish again?
Nah, he wouldn't
feel like Jimmy should have whip punishes.
He wouldn't try that there. Remember, so far he's been blocking upside down kick or losing by pressing lows. I don't think he's thinking about whip punishing that move yet because he wants to catch him with a fireball or something. There, see? Throw.
Nice, gets the throw.
He's worried. He's worried about the flash kick. He's worried about the flash kick.
Yeah, he's so worried about the flash kick right now.
Nice. 5
He backed off.
Yeah.
But I like that EX from ImStillDaDaddy. He puts himself in like a negative situation and he knows that he'll push him further out. Probably has plus frames at that point. I'm not really sure how the EX works well at that range, if that is plus frame. But he'll just get so much more space than just taking his turn back to the button now.
Yeah, for sure. Right now, it is 5-3. Loving the back and forth exchanges sometimes. I do think these guys are playing this game like they're at gunpoint. But it's
yes,
but like I said, this is one of the most entertaining sets you'll see in the entirety of Street Fighter 5, like its lifespan. And again, a shout out, we got over 1,600 views. Shout out to everyone that's tuned in to the set right now. Someone has been asking what is the first to 10. If you see at the top middle of your screen, it says EU first to 11 the Runback. They are having a first to 10, which right now is 5-3 to ISTD. But once he wins the 10, he has to play 11 for a bonus win. That's what's going to happen.
Nice cross cut from Jimmy. Ooh, look at this. The stun is building up.
Bro, they're playing like, as this is what Jammerz said, it's such a perfect analogy. Jimmy needs,
point.
Jimmy needs to come back and he makes the best reads. Just the best reads. That helps you.
But no, listen, I guarantee you, right? We can find probably another 2 players that have this kind of blood boiling, this rivalry, this friendly banter between them, and they wouldn't even play like this. This is because every hit these guys land, it's a message to the other person, and they've been doing this for 5 years.
Yeah, I feel like every move is a hard read at this point.
I mean, they like to start their rounds exchanging who starts with the jump, and it's never working out for either of them.
Right, please. Yeah. Okay, he didn't take that grab because he was aware he didn't want to get back thrown here, but Jimmy needs to not be overzealous because there's been a couple of times in this set today he's kind of given the lead or relinquished that life lead to ISTD.
Nice interruption there with the crouching medium kick.
Good block.
Yeah, that's gonna be so good at the bait this time. Maybe you watched through the set, because last time, remember, he just relentlessly approached. And he kept on EX flash kicking, and you and me, Jammerz, we were screaming, you gotta bait, and he never kind of did, but today he's been baiting really successfully.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, look, I think he's understand that ISTD's cycling, because he's done upside down kick, EX flash kick, delay tech. He has not backdashed. He's done 1 or 2 V shifts on wake up, but he's not cycling enough, and sometimes he's just not taking that grab. So again, sometimes, remember, we spoke to Mr. Crims about this, Veggey. It's like sometimes you can condition your opponent through your defensive choices to get a better lead or better understanding of them later on in the set. These guys have still got plenty of time to condition their opponents through their own defensive choices.
Yes, we're only halfway there with the score.
Yeah, kind of halfway on games to score, but what I want to see at some point in the set, I want to see those reactional whiff punishes to that forward heavy punch at least. That's definitely something that Jimmy can punish on reaction. Nice conversion.
Jimmy has landed so many crush counters today. This is crazy. I think he's landed way more crush counters today than he did like in the last set.
That was a really nice parry from Jimmy to react to the reversal there.
Oh, good interruption. That's going to be a dead Ryu. Yeah, you didn't even need to spend that bar. You could have saved that, but okay, it's fine.
Also, that is he's more safe than sorry kind of guy. It's not like these poison players that just want like save the
I'm sorry. I don't have a reversal.
He's exactly, but he's like. I want to make sure I kill.
Sorry,
I
have safe gameplay by default. I'm sorry.
Exactly. Do we need a run back on that one as well?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think so.
Oh, EX Sonic Boom in his face. They had the right idea, but EX Sonic Boom might have been slightly faster in that scenario here. But Jimmy has encroached on ISTD space and put him right back in the corner. Solar Plexus.
And why is that very late? Why is ImStillDaDdy not taking his turn back after the Solar Plexus?
I think he's worried about Jimmy doing the -2 DP tactic. I respect him for actually not doing anything most of the time, to be honest.
Yeah, most of the time it's just like sitting there.
Why'd you
double jump from Jimmy? Like, Jammerz, you called it perfectly. Sometimes he's kind of relinquishing the offense he has with those jumps for example.
Oh my! Damn, he hit with the SF4. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the 2,700 PP SF4 tactics.
That was the SF4.
No FADC.
Oh my!
Just do it.
I love how specific the points were.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Listen, if anyone in the chat's played SF4, you damn well remember people were doing that online. Empties on TV.
Nice buffer with the crouch.
Oh, he did his head.
Fights another beat.
He did his head.
So good.
He might flash kick again. He might flash kick again.
Oh no! It's the side switch as well. That was really important for Jimmy. Look at this corner pressure. Oh, once again, just jumps.
You know what I really liked about his offense there, Jimmy, is that he, instead of delay teching in his offense, he just delayed crouch like he was okay with taking a delay tech from ImStillDaDdy. ImStillDaDdy just sitting there.
Stop jumping, dude.
So much.
Dude, you got like a considerable 70% life lead. What are you doing?
Guile, man, you gotta jump.
No. You've got V-Trigger 1 fireballs. They knock him down. They don't knock you down. Like, just wait.
You're not Jimmy. You're not Jimmy.
I know, I'm not. I could never be Jimmy. I could never be Jimmy. As much as I want to be Jimmy, I could never be Jimmy.
Yo, the EX Hadouken. Very good answer from Jimmy. That's why it's so important to save up that meter.
We need those bars. We need to get through those fireballs. We need to
listen.
Spit bars.
We can
in Guile's face. Yellow bars. Sorry, Jammerz.
No.
What were you saying?
Look, we can do the whats, the ifs, the maybes. We can be hypothetical. We can say that Jimmy should be doing this. ICD should stop doing that. But at the end of the day, it's 5 apiece. Thank you very much for joining us. There's still 5 games to go, and they still got to play that bonus match with 11 as well. But my word, These guys, this is why I need to have an offline set and me be the mediator in between them. I want these two to talk to each other face to face. That'd be brilliant.
Yeah, I just want to sit on the sideline and listen to them talk to each other in that setting.
Yeah, as much as we can like backseat gaming, I mean some of the things that they're doing is absolutely gourmet.
Mate, I am
I'm just loving a lot of this is just beautiful to watch. I'm just enjoying this every second of this game.
Yeah, it's so awesome to see.
Yeah,
it's so awesome to see, like, they go way back. Like, these options sometimes, they're so out of this world because they know each other so well. That's the beauty of it.
Okay, he got caught out by another EX Sonic Boom at an unreactable range to the human eye. I think what Jimmy might need to do is he might need to walk away from the Sonic Boom and then try and make a read of the Tatsu from a range he's more comfortable with, because right now he's walking to a couple. I know they're hard to react to, but he's walking forward due to impatience. Oh, he's trying to catch a crush counter. He's trying to catch that extended hurt box on the hands of the Sonic Boom there, but he's got ICD where he wants him again, and another arbitrary sweep, no cancel.
You think he kind of hit like block confirm that, so that was a hit with need to cancel? That's actually very high level.
Nah, do you know what? More people are doing that now, the block confirm thing, so.
Yeah. I smell a parry coming any moment.
Oh, he could have hard kicked that.
Yeah, that's
big, but he gets the jump in. Nice defense from ImStillDaDaddy. Finds the jump out. Jimmy not ready with the crosscut DP. They both jumping
out. Oh my God, just wait, please, Jimmy, just wait, please, Jimmy. Oh, okay. Double EX Fireball, banked on it, splurged that meter just to put himself, give him a fighting chance to take that lead. Who can regain the lead in this first to 10 here? Oh my, that was a nice punish. That was a lovely whip punish. Oh,
nice throw. He did the Daigo.
No, not really. He did it neutral. Daigo did it on wake up.
I know. I just wanted to say that.
It might happen in a minute.
It's such a good tool because it kind of reels his hurt box back a little bit, just enough for him to like sneak in through the crack so he can get a huge whip punish.
I hope you guys at home are entertained by this. You're not going to find Street Fighter like this anywhere else. I promise you, you're not going to find Street Fighter like this anywhere else.
And it's not that it's not good Street Fighter, because it's great Street Fighter, but it's very active Street Fighter.
This is active level of greatness.
Wow, hyperactive at this point. And Jimmy takes the lead. First time in this set, it's 6-5. Oh, how do you feel, guys?
So my screen is over there, and I'm just like this.
Mesmerized.
I'm just there, just watching. I'm just like, Jesus Christ. Sometimes
Jimmy might actually run with this.
Listen, Jimmy came with a purpose, and he said that with such conviction. I'm almost ready to believe it.
Yeah, look at that cross-cut. Beautiful start of the round.
And you know, he has found some timings on ImStillDaDdy's side where he knows where the heavy kick works, and I think that they're like there. He knew that over he's just out of range, but it's crouch medium kick from ImStillDaDdy, and then it's the overhead, the upside down kick.
Do you know
a lot of the time, and that's where Jimmy's finding these openings.
Get a bit audacious there on offense there, Jimmy, but hey, Veggey, I can't agree with you more. Honestly, you've hit the nail on the head. How he's found most of the timings through ICD's defensive choices and the buttons in neutral. It's been so good.
Here we have it again. Yeah, I think maybe ImStillDaDdy also maybe has noticed that.
Oh, he's dead! He's dead! He's dead! Oh no, he did the wrong move. He did the wrong move. Why did you do the EX move? He must not have charged.
Stop the press. Yeah, he probably didn't have the charge.
He didn't have the charge for the EX move.
Tries to find anything right now. Oh, nice! I love it. The so bad kick. So bad kick! It's not that great anymore though. So that's a good placement, I think. It's kind of like a little bit risky even.
Yeah, I feel like Guile's mentor has the best so bad kick right now.
Wait! You did upside down kick at the Guile high kick and it said can it? Jimmy, what were you pressing? What?
Maybe the hurt box reels back. Maybe it's matchup specific. We don't know. It's something to ask about. Definitely write that down.
Yeah, well, if there's time, of course. Gets the throw. There's the stun. There's going to be 80% scaling on this one. He's not dead, but I wonder if he's going to get thrown. Oh, he tried. Jimmy, you just need to wait. Jimmy, you just need to wait. He's not going to wait. And ICD.
Look at these neutral jumps. That has been a pretty solid choice from Jimmy. He's done that a few times already.
I think he knows because he understands the gravity of the situation and how desperate ICD trying to come back through the V-Trigger 1. The good anti-air to the Sonic Hurricane.
Yeah, I really like that he started expanding.
Yo, the parries!
His parries from the overhead target combo. He just get punished like that.
He really wants to crush counter him with that swing.
Wow, the crouching medium kick lands its way.
Damn,
so good. As he mentioned, he gets that knockdown, he gets that Oki. It's so much better than just getting the damage. I can feel it. No,
oh, he didn't block low. He tried to backdash. I think he tried to backdash there. Right, Jimmy, please hold on to that bar. Please hold on to the...
Oh, he instantly uses that Jammerz. It's like he's listening to you.
Because I know he wants to get back in through the fireball trade or the clash and the knockdown. He wants to knock ISDD down as quickly as possible, but he's not considering his life bar in the process.
That's what makes it beautiful.
I know.
It's so dangerous right now. You find that hit.
He's going to activate. Please watch out for the boom proximity. Please watch out for the activation proximity. Oh, okay. He jumped again.
Oh, no, he jumped again.
I can't believe it.
Nice. He tried to find it through the timing. I'm trying to place that crouching medium kick as he's maybe standing up to do that.
Do you know what? Do you know what? Sometimes I'm watching Jimmy right now, and he disregards his life bar and throws it away like it's expired cheese. Like,
it's like, nope.
Just looks at it and goes, nope, it can't use that anymore. And it's like, come on. It's like, you know what?
Nope.
There's times, like I said, I feel he's relinquished life in a couple of situations, but I feel, again, he really wants to get the upper hand in terms of mental dominance in this match against ISTD. That's why I think there's so many double jumps from Jimmy when it doesn't really need to be.
I think you're absolutely right, and he feels like he needs to. He feels nicely. He feels like he can kind of win the slow game. He needs to win the aggressive game, maybe. So even though he's in the life lead, it's like if I don't get back in, I'm gonna lose this life lead. I don't know. I agree with you, Jammerz. He definitely has potential to just chill out at many moments.
Here's the thing as well, and almost there with the adaptation. I see that jab there, but sorry. One thing I like about ISTD is he follows the tactic that Gal's been following for ages. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And he's been working for quite some time now. Oh no!
Oh, what a bait! Oh. What a bait! He knew that reflection would whiff.
One more. Whoa!
No. That was 70%. No way.
Veggey, you better believe it.
Yeah, it started with a neutral jump bait. He moved the range.
Listen.
That he picked it and just kept on baiting.
MDZ Jimmy. Hey, listen, he definitely took your words to heart, Veggey. He took your words to heart. I know he did.
Yeah. He must have watched that and facepalmed over his reluctancy to block.
Oh my word, what was that? What was that? Wait, what did ISDD do? I didn't see what ISDD did.
He did the flash kick.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he traded with a flash kick or something.
I promise you, this is not pre-recorded. I can't write this.
You can't get anything like this from anywhere.
This is bona fide organic Street Fighter.
Oh, Jimmy, just chill a bit with it. You have such a good place right now with your...
Just wait for the boom to run out. Yeah, that's it. You got the EX Fireball now. Now you can threaten him.
Now you can threaten him.
Yes. Oh my god, he got hit.
Oh no, fine safe. And that's a counter. That was the conversion.
Finally! There you go. We talked about this earlier. We brought it back once again. You need that meter at the end of the round for that exact reason.
Right. Now that Jimmy's done that, and again, he's acknowledging more of that situation a bit more. Now we got to swivel it back to ISTD and go, right, cool. Now you need to understand when Jimmy does have that EX Fireball and can threaten your regular Sonic Booms and potentially get that trade and punish your recovery, you need to be careful now. Maybe you might need to be a bit more brazen with the jumps. Maybe you might need to walk and block a bit more. Change it up a little bit. I like the Fireball exchanges some of these guys have had. I do like the Fireball exchanges both of these guys have had so far today.
Yeah, I feel like I like how their V-triggers are kind of matching against each other. They both kind of wanted to go with the first option.
Go Sonic Boom, going back to plan A. Remember, Gal's game plan, it doesn't really change from game 1 to game 10. It's just all about your player choices in neutral, defensively, so on and so forth. And we're almost peaking 2,000 viewers. Again, once again, much appreciate everyone that is tuned in and locked into this set right now.
That roundhouse
here again. It's every time. He's so good at this game. It's changed so much. I mean, that could have been the change last set, but it's the change right now, and it is counting so much. Those baits, it's perfect time baits all the time.
Yeah.
I'm very curious to see what would have happened if ISTD went with the V-Trigger 2 choice, because he did say he picked him to fight fire with fire, but sometimes these booms have gotten him out of trouble, sometimes they put him in more trouble than he wanted to get out.
He didn't see that the V-skill was cancelled, the fireball went through, and he tried to throw again and got hit by the fireball that was still on the screen.
Oh, he gets an arbitrary sweep again, and he does another flash kick there, ISTD. He really wants to try and equalize it, but I'll tell you what, Jimmy's made a substantial improvement because it's 7-6. Last time it was 10-7. Getting the improvement.
I'm still a daddy.
Yeah, and he can't do worse than last time. But I mean, that's sweet. Oh, there we have it again. Crush mini kick from ImStillDaDaddy, standing heavy kick.
Oh, he
crushes his upside down kick. Such a great pattern that Jimmy has on ImStillDaDaddy right now.
Damn, you were gonna crush some dreams.
Whoa,
That
whoa,
starts
whoa,
racking
whoa,
up.
whoa.
V-shift into the break. I think he tried to parry, but it didn't come
Oh,
out.
I think he used accidentally at the other ones.
Oh, flash kick. Hold on. Jimmy's got to be careful. I think he's going to be trying to build that meter for the EX bar. Good block on the overhead. No punish.
Nice usage of the EX bar. ImStillDaDaddy ties it up, baby. Ties it up. And you know who's tight? These two are so tight right now. Their necks are swollen. The upper thing is painful.
Wait,
yeah.
wait, what?
An upper knuckle bone thing is in pain. It's in pain.
You mean the back of their neck, the nape, or the tip of their spine? What are you talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, this thing.
Yeah.
The ball on their spine is in pain.
I think Veggey's so excited he can't even explain what part of the human anatomy he's talking about.
Exactly.
I have no idea what Veggey's talking about. Do you believe I got to sit next to this guy?
Yeah. The message I got is that he's having fun.
Oh yeah,
so much. It's so enjoyable to watch this guy play. Also because if you know their history, they're great players. But as we said, even though they're players, are very aggressive, and it's fun to watch. And he keeps finding moments.
Dude, this roundhouse has been the MVP move for Jimmy.
Wow.
The roundhouse has been the absolute MVP. Did I see a small teabag?
No, he didn't. He didn't. He built meter and then he just did a back throw. Don't stop trying to add fuel to the fire. I know what you're doing. Remember, like I said, listen, this is neck and neck, right? Whoever gets to 10 first has got to pick 11. And I'm going to sort out the settings for that. So.
Oh, fine save, but no conversion.
Oh wow, big whiffs from both players.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. That's his way. The side switch to boot.
Has there been a V-shift or V-break? Yeah, there's been a couple of V-shifts, and ISTD had a successful V-break earlier. I think it was 1 or 2 games ago.
But I do feel like kind of maybe ImStillDaDdy could just V-shift a bit more on defense. I don't know. It's hard to say. You need feature. I don't feel like he needs feature.
I think he is kind of scared of what Jimmy has for that, because there is a parry, and sometimes the threat of moves is scarier than actually doing it. He hasn't actually tested Jimmy on that part yet. So I do agree with you in a couple of aspects there, Veggey.
Yeah, he's tried the V reversal, but he hasn't really done the V shift as much, I feel.
I feel a lot of players are kind of holding back on that. I think after blocking like a jab or in that non-true throw OP, the V-shift is an excellent option to just get out of dodge.
It is.
Oh my god.
And look at this roundhouse. It's just finding, it's like magnetized to ISDD's forehead.
The thing is, alright, gets a V-shift there, jump back to avoid the fire, good stuff. The thing is, sometimes in this range, when they're getting crush countered, I want to know what they're pressing. That's what I want to know.
I just want to know that.
That's all I want to know.
I mean, ImStillDaDdy is either pressing
back fist or forward hard punch
or whatever like that. I mean, he finds that jump up the dash.
That was rough.
ImStillDaDdy hasn't been in the lead for a long time, and I think this must feel really relieving for him.
Alright, it's coming through. Now. It's coming there. Someone said random as full screen Tatsu. I mean, well, you can use Tatsu to go through projectiles because there's a bit of projectile invincibility. That's probably why Jimmy's been doing it a fair bit. And it has been successful 8 times out of 10. Yeah, so that's 8 times out of 10, not 9 times out of 10. But it's 8-7 to ISTD at the moment. And I like I said, you were like, listen, I'll tell you what, Steve said find me better Street Fighter. I might have found it.
Yes.
But like,
I think you have.
Yeah, that's true. Steve said that. That's true.
Dare you to find better Street Fighter?
We did. We found it. We found it, baby.
Nice anti-air there,
the city of gold.
Okay, good block as well. And again, we were talking about this before. I do like the defensive choices and like the resilience there from ISTD to not actually challenge or even take his turn back after solar plexus like me and Veggey were talking about before.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Oh, he tried to get the neutral jump punish this time.
That was a nice attempt.
He had a feeling on that V reversal. What actually fish it out this time. Oh no, punish again!
Oh no, oh no.
Damn, he jumped in with such conviction there, ISTD. He was going to get that final hit. It's going to be one fireball, take it for either player. I think they're waiting for that EX bar to do it. Right, he's going to change it. Yeah, they're waiting for the EX bar to come out before they change the tide of the fireball war. Damn, these guys got to be more considerate of that one bar for these EX fireballs, man. They are playing such a pivotal, vital role in this set.
Yeah, I feel like I've lost count on how many rounds have ended with that exact same thing. You know, the one of them has the EX bar and just uses the EX projectile.
And you know what I liked at the end of the last round? That ImStillDaDdy has been doing the target combo overhead, and Jimmy has just been blocking it, right?
Wow.
And in the last round, instead of doing the target combo, he would do crouch mini kick, walk up, crouch mini kick again. He's definitely noticing Jimmy's tendencies a lot more now. ImStillDaDaddy trying to find different approaches to open him up.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you know scared, I know scared. What on earth was that? Lord Jesus, come on. We've had a good set so far, and then you do that. What was that?
ImStillDaDdy was like, you trying to crush me again? Okay, let me flash kick you.
I still got it.
I can't explain it to you. I get paid to talk about this game. I can't explain it to you.
I feel like this ImStillDaDaddy has a good corner pressure going on here.
Oh, this is a good
Oh
round.
my word. You are joking.
No.
Oh,
no.
Wow, that's
whatever
insane.
happens, whatever happens, it's better on Jimmy's side.
It
Even
is.
if it loses now, it's close.
Jimmy's winning on these situations.
He is. Yeah, oh my god.
Jammerz, are you okay? Are you okay, man? Talk to me.
I don't know. It's 8-8. There's been an improvement. Last time it was 10-7, so whatever the score's going to be, it's going to change.
One of the biggest improvements, if we look away from the V-Trigger, which I don't really know I've had that much to say. I mean, the knockdowns were great, but the damage was great earlier. Is the baiting. The baiting has been so much more efficient compared to last time. So I think that's a big change.
Yeah, no, big improvement on Jimmy's end. I do like that ISDD's game plan. It was solid for the start, and then Jimmy just found a good understanding of his defensive choices. It's been very hit.
You guys talked about it earlier. That was a great
The
point.
flash kick game has been hit and miss, so I think it's a 50-50. So.
Yeah. There we find it again. Let's go. Not that big because of. Oh, I mean,
but the corner carry.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a dangerous whiff there.
Yeah, well, in his face, he definitely did a crouch feed. Standing
for everything.
Oh, wow. No. Big chance for Jimmy.
Oh, that could have. Oh, wait, no, he didn't have the extra bar.
No, this is looking really bad for Jimmy right now.
No, he tried. No, I kind of respect it. I kind of respect that attempt.
You have to respect that attempt.
But imagine how many times ImStillDaDdy has experienced online Ryu's doing that. That's like the first instinct he has is walk up and block.
And look at these crush counters. Like, it's going up by hundreds. Like, the crush counter stocks are going up.
Do you know what? I wish I had someone in the back with statistics on how many Shoryukens and flash kicks have hit both of these players.
We need that kind of a fight analysis, like a calculator.
It would be an astronomical number, I'm telling you that much. It'd probably be a number higher than some people's points online.
The amount of crush counters.
Okay, so you can whip punish a crouch mini kick. Okay, but the heaviest you're gonna let fly. Okay, I'll write that down, Jimmy. Going with mediums, only heaviest.
Nice
jumping.
Jimmy.
Damn, he died? He died from that?
Yeah, I was just saying. That killed.
That's crazy. All right.
ImStillDaDdy Jimmy.
The amount of crush counters is just too
you could
high.
You could put MDZ Daddy 85. You could do ImStillDaDy Jimmy. Listen, there's some Jimmy magic. There's some wizardry going on the ISDD's gameplay. You'll get everything and above.
Jimmy magic is my favorite. Jimmy magic is my favorite thing.
All right, backs off there.
That's the best in Germany, though. Oh. They just slow. No,
do you know what? This round is actually crucial because whoever wins this might actually win the next round or the next game.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, did you see? Oh,
wow.
This is landing. Oh no, punish again.
Big chance for he keeps
jumping.
Those jumpings are not working right now for Jimmy.
He's gonna jump into his doom. He's gonna lose this game if he jumps again.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm afraid of.
I can partially see what Jimmy's trying to do. He's trying to fireball a little bit to condition him to get the hard read, but ISDD understands fireball games so well in this game, or in any game.
And he has the V-trigger activated. This is and there it is. 9-8. ImStillDaDaddy takes the lead once again.
Oh, and remember, guys, even when it comes to 10, it's not over this time.
Yeah,
it's not over.
Like,
that's the master of the game. You don't have to be the best player with your character. You have to be the master of the game.
Imagine you're gonna get Blanca, just or something like that. Like, if you don't
listen,
have the experience.
I mean, ImStillDaDdy knows how to play Blanco.
both of these guys can play a couple of characters. I can tell you that much. So this bonus match that they're gonna get is gonna be pretty big.
The biggest jumping yet.
Oh,
Yo, the T-Bags are out.
doing it.
No, it's not over yet though. You need to win that 11 set as well.
Damn, these guys have got us cackling like a bunch of old women at the hair salon joint. It's like these guys are cackling.
That's a perfect analogy.
Jump it,
Jump again.
I'm like, and I can't believe he started to teabag.
Oh my god, come on, let's get it.
Dude, that grey life is so huge right now.
ImStillDaDdy, are you adapt this time? Has he adapted this time?
Nah, I think I have to do a wait. I think he'll wait out. No, he won't. Back throw will kill him though.
Yo, he was trying to do the meaty overhead.
Nah, clean stuff from ISDD. Clean. He might win this round. Wait for the X-Fireball. Wait for the X-Fireball.
Will those bags be his demise? Will those bags be his demise? Jimmy takes the first round.
I'm going to say something completely random. Shout out to the Street Writer because he is probably laughing or smiling somewhere at home because he's like, I'm definitely getting my bonus 11 match now.
Yes.
He's getting that for sure.
Yeah, and that's going to be just too sick.
That's going to be like, I can't believe what they're going to
hold on. Sun's racking high. Is he going to do a delayed throw? Is he going to wait? And he tried to backdash. He get caught by the sweep. And that should be the round. Are we going to 9 apiece? Not yet.
Oh, not quite. Oh, and there you go, 9-9. I can't believe it's going down to the last game.
Jeez Louise. First of all,
and it's not even the last one, guys. Remember,
guys, okay, let's take a breather here. Just breathe in, breathe out.
I think you need to breathe. I'm fine. I don't know about you. You need to breathe.
Okay. I see you.
Mr. Cool, Mr.
Yeah,
Cool,
Mr. Cool, too cool for this, okay?
No, I'm fine. I'm just amazed by some of the adventurous gameplay I've seen today. That's all I'm saying. It's 9 apiece right now. Like I said, they want the bragging rights through this first to 10. It's a first to 11 because they got to pick an 11 for the bonus match there. But we won't be seeing that much 11 gameplay in general because of how down to the wire this slugfest has been.
Yeah, I mean, it is the last. Wow, it's actually 9-9. This is anyone's
wow,
game.
And the touch reached.
Block on it. Okay. I thought he was going for a flash kick.
It wouldn't be a round without an EX flash kick, let's be real.
I mean, I think he's done an EX flash kick every game that's happened so far. There's been a potential. Stun.
That's going to be stun. Oh, that's actually death. Never mind. That was actually death.
The extra damage on the V-Trigger once hacked on paid dividends. And is Jimmy going to take this set? He said to me before this whole stream started, I'm going to win this set today. Can he do it?
He said that. He definitely said that. He wanted it. He initiated. He wanted this one. Look at this.
Oh my god, he's working. It's working. He can't flash kick here, Sean. He can't flash kick, ISDD.
He actually did wake up with the jabs.
He shook.
Now the V-shift comes out.
He's flustered.
Yeah, he's so flustered right now.
Jimmy's in his head.
Oh,
no!
And another big, I think that's gonna be.
Not quite.
No, not
quite. Oh, Jimmy done it. He beat him.
He wins.
Oh, man.
Is that more disrespectful than a T-Bag?
I think so. The dead stare. Yeah, I think so.
But it's not over. This is not a first to 10. This is first to 11.
Hey, listen. He was the first to 11, but the bragging rights, it's happened. Lord
11.
MDZ Jimmy, he found his piece. He said, listen, I'm going to beat him in that set with Ryu versus Guile. Now, we got to find out. Well, first I got to change the settings here to first to 1 so that I can get these guys rolling. It's not well. Let's see how this happens. Honestly, that was a good set. Don't worry. You can't say GG yet. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Let me just get these settings changed, and then we are going to get this sorted. So now, what is going to happen is Jimmy has to now pick 11, and if he wins this game, that's it. But if ICD comes back, they both have to pick 11. So let's see how this one goes. I gotta do that.
Twists. That's the twist.
All right, cool.
So, but are they still getting the first to 10 bragging rights?
Yeah, I think we'll do a graphic for. I think we'll do a graphic for Jimmy with the bragging rights because he came with a purpose and he done it. Listen,
but
that was an
they
improvement.
are challenged to do a first to 11 though. So I think we need to discuss this.
Right, let me
backseat discussions, baby.
We need a round table for this one.
Right, let me see if Jimmy is actually ready to go. Where is... There we go. He's probably muted and done everything else. Where is Lord ISDD? Oh, they're both in the chat and they're muted. So, I mean, I'm at the back of the queue. if these guys want to go and ready up and do that first to 10, oh, sorry, first to 10, that first to 1, there you go. The first to 1 bonus round here. So stick around. Don't worry, guys. Stick around. Stick around.
Have they been in the chat the whole set?
I think I can see they're in the Discord with their mics muted.
Because I feel like sometimes when we mention some of these like patterns, those patterns disappeared.
Right. So this
Veggey, you can't read too much into it.
This is the bonus match right now. So again, thank you very much. We've had over 2,000 views today. Do you know we haven't had that organically in quite some time.
That's amazing.
We peaked over 1,000. We've gone just under 1,000. But again, shout out to everyone that's locked in.
Yo!
Wait, why did ISTD pick?
No. Go back.
No.
Okay, he must have misunderstood. Oh my God.
No, he misunderstood.
Okay, right. Yeah, okay. I think he picked 11 by accident. But yeah, so ISTD has to pick Guile, and it's only Jimmy that has to pick. And do you know what's crazy as well? Jimmy got Balrog. Jimmy got Balrog, so that would have been a bit rough for ISTD anyway.
Does Jimmy know how to play Balrog though? Oh, never mind. Everyone. I mean, you're just so back in
hold on, careful. Some of the Balrog specialists will tell you he's pretty hard work to play.
I heard he's high execution. Jammerz, like one of the highest execution characters.
No, guys. Like Nightmare Effect said earlier, you need to strategically place your rush punches.
Yeah. He did say. Listen. -4, -4. All right, yeah, so these guys are getting this thing sorted right now. So, okay, the character's going to change again. But like I said, this is the bonus round. So because Jimmy basically got to first, it was 10-9 to Jimmy. Jimmy has to play 11 for one game. However, if ISTD beats Jimmy's random character via 11 using Guile, then it'll go to 10-10. Then they both get to pick 11. So let's see how this one goes. So, right, ISTD has to pick Guile. Jimmy has to pick 11 right now. So these guys are readying up, getting it sorted. But I think there was a little bit of a safe and grace there for ISTD because I saw Balrog on Jimmy's head. So.
but I mean, like, has Jimmy played Balrog though?
Well, he's been streaming. He's been streaming 11 a fair bit. He's been doing a Road to Diamond with 11 series. I think.
And Balrog is not like the most complex character. Let's be honest. So that wouldn't be a stretch to think that Jimmy has some kind of a knowledge about Balrog.
He's played a fair bit of the characters through 11,
exactly.
And it's really good to. It helps you kind of understand the game and characters a little bit better using 11.
All right, we're getting back into it.
Okay,
did he pick up? Oh, he got Rashid.
That's a good pick. Well, you just need to
this is free.
A couple of EX Whirlwind.
No, he got. What did he get? He got V-Skill 1 and V-Trigger 1. He's fine. He's fine.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine.
He can actually do this. Oh, that would be such a statement. What will ImStillDaDaddy say?
Just fling out Crouch Fierce a bit at a time, and then there you go.
Oh no.
Oh yeah,
not
like
you have definitely played Rashid. Oh, now jump and do Eagle Spike. Just jump and do Eagle Spike. You won.
Or that. And now he's playing like he played Ryu with the standing heavy kick preemptively in that read that he had, that read zone. And he fights the jumping. Oh
God.
I can't.
Oh, ImStillDaDaddy probably a bit afraid of that.
And do you know what? This might work in Jimmy's favor because you don't know how Jimmy plays Rashid.
Exactly. It's really hard to adapt into this kind of a situation. Like super hard.
Oh, why did you do that?
Rashid is such a dynamic character as well. Like he can go crazy.
Oh my God! I thought he was gonna hit him into the whirlwind.
Yeah. I thought of that as well. Nice answer.
I mean, you don't need to work a lot to learn how to be a threat with those wall jumps. The first one worked out. The second one, ImStillDaDaddy had 115% focus to stop.
Yeah.
Let's see how this goes.
He was ready for that.
Well, okay. I wouldn't do that, Reed. He's going to get sideswap into the heavy spinning mixer. Medium one would have given better Oki, but...
Yeah, there's definitely some knowledge checks here from MDZ Jimmy's.
Okay, he's winging for the fences right now, Jimmy.
Can he get? No, that's where you need to activate the V-Tree.
Look at that jump.
That's a lot going on. What?
Oh my goodness, I can't dare look at this.
I like the impromptu combo though.
Oh, he just needs he actually just needs 1.5 throws, 2 throws.
I think he needs to throw out EX Whirlwind shot. That's what he needs to do. If he's not going to do that, he might die. He's going to build the meter.
He's going to die. He's going to build the meter. He's going to go for the super.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that. Such a sick combo.
You have
gonna get the 11.
Did Jimmy not know that the EX Whirlwind command? I mean, he had them in the corner after the throw. 2 EX bars.
It probably doesn't, but he has a couple of impromptu combos there. Obviously, V-Trigger 1, he used it in combos, which is heavily scaled. So
where was the EH whirlwinds?
Listen,
I mean, he had them.
Now they get to do the 11 mirror. So now this is going to be the last game of the night, and then we're going to have a little chat with these guys. But regardless, I have been thoroughly entertained by what I've seen tonight. I can assure you of that much. The fact that it went down to the wire, and even last time it was 10-7, there was a couple of huge leads in terms of like games to play with in the set, and then it came down very close to the wire near the end. But obviously there was a 3-game deficit for Jimmy, and he couldn't come back from that. But with this new added rule, with the first to 11 whole scheme of tonight, so shouts to Street Writer for putting that together, of course. It made it much more intense, I can say.
That's an amazing idea. Just got a shout out for that.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. Myself and some of the stream team did not expect it to actually go down to the wire. We didn't.
Oh, no, okay, let's see this. Let's see this. Come on.
You had to expect that. Yeah.
Bison and Sim! Damn. Do you know what's crazy? All right, okay. Let me see if Jimmy actually knows how to dive kick. Jimmy's never played a dive kick character in his life. Let me see if Jimmy knows how to dive kick. Oh no, sorry. Do you know what? It's ICD picking Dalsik.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh,
He's going for the drills instantly.
No, is the character Dalsik really going to be a factor with this match as well? No way.
Oh no, hold on. Hold on. It's Jimmy using Bison. Don't worry. I know Jimmy's dabbing with Bison a little bit. Damn,
yeah. This looks rough for ISDD right now.
Let me see if ISDD knows how to dive kick. Can he dive kick?
Yeah, we'll see the drill.
Just using this playing like that. Oh, tried to hit him in the knees. Oh, nice flame carpet.
He can't teleport. Damn.
I mean, they say it's a high execution character. They might be right, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, double neutral jump shimmy.
No, you gave him a character. He hasn't got much mobility, but he's got more mobility in another sense. He's got beat seal too, so he can't even float around the screen for extra help.
He got the absolute worst V-skill for this matchup, honestly.
Oh no.
Yeah, and Jimmy's just relentless. He's just refusing to block. He's just going in. And ImStillDaDaddy without the techniques.
Yo, look at this jump back
He's trying to teleport out and he can't do it. Oh no.
He doesn't
look
have
at these back jumps from Dolph.
Oh my word.
Oh, mamma mia.
Mamma mia indeed. Oh my word.
Okay,
Jimmy's letting him off the hook.
Oh, okay, he gets a few normals in. Oh, look at this. He's
over.
struggling. Does he even know how to use the slide? He hasn't done one slide.
Back throw.
Oh, nice punish.
Damn,
But
I
after
think.
that, yeah.
Oh, there you go. You found the slide. ISDD.
I think after this, ISDD might have a Smurf account to learn Dalsim.
Yeah, maybe.
Yo, there you go. Oh, nice V reversal.
Don't let him dash and press after that.
The impromptu super.
Don't super! That's not gonna work! What are you doing?
Oh, what is going on?
This ain't anime!
Oh, okay. Oh,
And he chases it down with a jump heavy. This is the highest level first to one I've ever seen in the entirety of my Street Fighter V watching.
that was amazing. That was a good throwback to like Street Fighter for like when everyone picked up the game and nobody knew nothing. That was, that looked like my first online match.
Well, yeah, that was a pretty anticlimactic finish with the bonus round there. But hey, can we say GG's in the chat? Because again, the set that we did watch, the main event with Ryu versus Gao, that was actually a pretty exhilarating set, which literally went down to the wire. So again, shout outs to both players for participating. And again, shout outs to Jimmy for the amazing adjustments, because again, there were a lot of adjustments being made.
Happy for him.
I think, judging by the time, we actually might have a little bit of time to talk to these guys with the post-match interview, because timings have changed. But, ladies and gentlemen, we got to take another break. I've got to make sure the people upstairs are happy. So give us about 5 minutes, and then we're going to hear some more trash talk with our lovely guests. See you in a couple of minutes.
If I go too far, please forgive me.
it's time to start warming up. All right, everybody, and welcome back to tonight's episode of Sets. I love being the bearer of bad news when it comes to stuff like this. If you've just joined us, you have missed tonight's set between ISTD and Jimmy in the run back. As you can see, the scoreline is next to us over here. Jimmy managed to turn things around and win it, even with the bonus requirements there. So we're going to jump straight into it because I thought we wouldn't have enough time to do this because I thought the outline of the tonight set would be completely different, but it wasn't. It actually came into a very nail-biting set, down to the wire, and very good adjustments and very hard-boiled messages in each hit that these guys were just throwing at each other, which is fantastic. But the gents are with me now in the chat. Jimmy, ICD, can you both hear me loud and clear, all right?
Yeah, I'm here.
Sure.
Perfect. All right, so we can literally jump straight into this. So first of all, Jimmy, congratulations. You again. I said this to ISTD because he stuck by his word last time. He said he's going to win the set last time, and this time you said I'm going to beat him, and you stayed true to your word. And a man's word is only as good as the day it's made. So that was some really good stuff there. So first of all, we got to give you credit where credit is due because Veggey did mention it's like before when you guys played, you weren't really baiting a lot of the ISTD flash kicks. Were you more mindful of that this time round, especially with ISTD's defensive choices in general, or were you just like, I just feel like baiting a lot of flash kicks today? What was it?
I feel like it's hard to find the proper balance when it comes to baiting out stuff. If you bait too much, you end up giving up your entire offense, and I feel like this is actually a weakness in my gameplay. So I was like, I'm okay getting flash kicked in some scenarios because eventually he's gonna get punished for it, and whenever he gets punished for it, he is gonna pay hard for it. So I'm just gonna try to play my offense basically, or in a lot of cases, ignoring the possibility of a flash kick, even though I know it's probably gonna happen. So just to make sure I do damage whenever I get the knockdown. I think that's really important. So I try to find a good balance, and I think I did. I think I got a good balance there.
Yeah, and I mean as well, one thing I really liked about your gameplay today was your delayed buttons on ISTD's Wake Up. Delayed hard kick, you got a lot of crush counters, delayed medium punch, you even went for the delayed crouch light kick into crouch jab and missed a couple of confirms here and there. So like your delayed pressure was really good today.
Yeah, That was definitely something I did more than last set. That's for sure, and that's exactly what I was talking about. I think I was a little bit hesitant to do stuff like that in the first set because I tried to play it clean, but I realized I just didn't do any damage. So this time around, I was like, okay, if I'm gonna get flash kicked here, that's fine. I'm gonna take that, but in return, I'm going to gain a lot of damage in other scenarios. So, yeah.
Now, for me, I said this during the set. It's sometimes you looked at your life bar like it was expired cheese. You'd look at it and then just throw it away, not really considering that you could still win the game. Because there were times where, I'm not sure if it was mental conditioning you have specifically for ISDD or you do this in general, but there's times where you had an incredible life lead and you throw it away through a double jump and you lose to a couple of flash kicks, a couple of booms, and you end up losing the round. And sometimes I feel this game was a little bit closer than it needed to be. Was that due to impatience, or did you really want to get into ISDD's head and have that mental dominance there throughout the entire set?
I think it was a bit of both. In this matchup specifically, I feel like there's no way you can have a life lead as Ryu and feel comfortable with it. So you have to treat every situation like it doesn't really matter that you have the life lead. At least it doesn't matter that much. Especially if you consider, if I have the life lead, it's more likely for him to throw Sonic Boom. So if I jump in twice, there's actually a higher possibility he's going to throw a boom because he has to make a comeback somehow, right? So he's going to be a little bit more aggressive with his Sonic Booms. So that's conditioning, right? If I make sure, okay, he just doesn't throw the booms whenever he needs a comeback, it's going to make it way easier for me to establish myself on the ground. So that can work, but you're right. There was some moments where even I was like, okay, was it really necessary to take that damage? Definitely no. Like, I'm not going to pretend like that was perfect strategy. It's hard to find the perfect moment to parry the projectiles. That was another one where I feel like I could have done a little bit better, but it's difficult to get every parry down. And sometimes you just look like a fool trying to parry 3 Sonic Booms and you fail and you lose like 30% for no reason. But yeah, it's just going to happen in this matchup, and that's fine as long as you have to understand stuff like that. And if you fall apart mentally because you're so angry at what happened, you're just never going to make it as a top player. So I think this is one of the lessons learned. Even if you... This will happen against Guile, and it's something you have to accept, essentially.
Okay. Now, obviously, moving on to ISDD, because you did win last time, and you did say before we managed to get Jimmy in the call, you said, look, it could be Jimmy's day today. You know, sometimes when you throw things out into the universe, they do listen. It was Jimmy's day today, but you guys have one of the greatest rivalries in the Street Fighter 5 community. Let's not sugarcoat that. That is absolutely facts, right? You have one of the best rivalries in the Street Fighter community. Did Jimmy really get inside your head today, or were there some things you felt that you probably could have avoided, but because of the heat of the moment, Jimmy got the better of you in a couple of situations? What was it?
Well, first of all, I want to say congratulations to Jimmy. Good games and that. And
yeah,
I want another rematch.
Thanks.
If it's cool, I want another run back. I want another rematch.
Wait, so we're doing the best of 3 in first attempts?
Anytime.
I was playing clean at the beginning, but then I started to repeat myself, like off the medium kicks where he was getting a lot of crush counter damage. I wasn't really delaying the flash kick, and I'm doing it early because he was getting me with quite a lot of grabs. I just think like I kind of did a lot of errors where he played well, but yeah, I made a lot of mistakes. And when I got to round 8, I kind of had like a bit of issue, like with my pad and stuff. And I don't know, it was good, but I kind of know my problems. Where I went. But it was when it got to like 7, I think it was 7-0. I thought to myself, right, I'm gonna close it down 10-7 here, and then like he brought it back again. It's like when we was playing the games, even though like it was a really good set, it was mind blowing how we was playing back and forth. Yeah. I think I was letting him open me up a lot more. I was making a lot of mistakes. He was getting a lot of cross counter off the heavy kick. Well, I could be whiff punishing him.
Yeah, I mean,
but he played well. He played well, and that other V trigger does take a lot of damage. I do agree with him that it's better than the other one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, no, it was just a good set, but I just think that where I kind of went wrong today, I think that if we did another rematch, I can obviously.
We might consider that. We'll see. One more question from me before I pass it over to Veggey. I see that you've got to talk me through your regular flash kicks on defense and your wake up upside down kicks. what is the thought process behind that? Are you
Well, basically, he was doing DP. He was getting me with DPs and mashing DPs. So he kind of gets me angry, and then I know that he's trying to press. I know he presses these these precise 2 buttons where he leaves a string where I can flash kick. And at the beginning, I thought, oh, if you're gonna play with me like that, I'm gonna play with you like that. You know, I'm coming from. But then he did kind of get into my head from the first 2 games. If you look back at it, it was clean the way I was playing.
Yeah, it was.
And it did kind of get into my head.
Yeah,
I get kind of like. It's kind of mad. It frustrates me sometimes.
So then,
why?
Like, but then why do you do the wake up upside down kick? What's the philosophy behind that? Because we never got to ask you that last time.
I only did it like once or twice because I knew he was more delaying buttons. But I could have delayed the flash kick a lot more. Every time I delayed the flash kick, I got him with it. But then he was grabbing me, so it's kind of forcing me to flash kick early. But I could have backdashed. I didn't want to V shift away from him. I don't know. It's kind of Jimmy the way he played. I don't know. So,
I mean, a little bit of that Jimmy magic, because I definitely saw it.
Wait, no. I was thinking during the set. I thought, oh no, do you know, he's bringing out the Jimmy magic now. Because if you look at it, it is sick what he was doing. But I was letting him open me up. It was letting him open me up. So my fault. I'm gonna play a lot more. If we do play again, I'm gonna play a lot more Gal. Not just crediting him. It's really good set and well played. But yeah, I want to like. Yeah, it was fun. It was good.
Okay.
Absolutely. I agree. We should play another one.
Veggey, you got any questions for the boys?
I first want to highlight to the stream chat or viewers in the future on YouTube that the way these guys are now talking about the set just shows you like how to take away from your set and use for further improvement. Like ImStillDaDdy is saying, I was starting to do crouching medium kick and get crushed after it. He's noticing it, but it might take more than just the set to stop doing it and get better at not doing it. So they're constantly giving themselves ideas of how to improve for next time. Just like last time they had these ideas and they brought these ideas to this set and implemented it, and you just show like people who are wondering, how do I get better from sets? This is the thing you do. You find these mistakes and you pinpoint them, and then you try to improve on them until next time. So the next time we'll see these guys play, we're probably not going to see that many crush counters maybe after the crouching medium kicks. We'll see. It's interesting. But one thing I noticed in the match, Jimmy and ImStillDaDdy, which might be like matchup specific, because I didn't understand, it felt so respectful. Is there a reason why Guile? Is it harder for Guile to take his turn after a blocked solar plexus than other characters? Because a lot of the times Jimmy would like fearlessly just throw out the stand like kick, unblock. Is there like a range specific thing, or was that just respect from ImStillDaDdy waiting for maybe an EXDP?
Let's get
Jimmy. Yeah,
let's get that from Jimmy's perspective first.
So the reasoning behind this for me is, I know ISDD has a habit of upside down kicking in a greedy way whenever I'm in a -2 situation. So I'm just not going to take it. I'm just going to force him to do a normal right away. And it worked. It worked really well, actually, because he didn't take his turn that frequently, right? Yeah. And I avoided a lot of damage by taking a risk. Like, I have to say that. But Guile doesn't have, like, crazy good... Like, he doesn't really get that much off of this situation because he's not super close, right? So... I felt like that was a risk worth taking.
Okay.
Yeah, and from your perspective, also, was there like, were you waiting for something, or is it more of the things that Jimmy are saying that you're not in the greatest position as other characters?
Which move he was doing? He's double punch.
Forward hard punch, the solar plexus, the -2 one.
Yeah, the thing about that move is like, at first, I know he has a habit of doing it after the grab. So after the grab, he does it early on in the set. I beat him by jumping up. But then he mixed up. He never did it again. He was doing a heavy kick and stuff like that. It was good that he never actually did that again, because he has a tendency to repeat himself. So after that, I was kind of jumping up and he was getting me with a hard kick. But the thing is about in this matchup now, it's like Ryu gets a lot of damage from stuff. You know, I'm coming from so from that punch and from medium kicks. So I've got to hit him a lot more times with buttons, upside down kicks and back kicks, and from what he gets, so he gets a lot of damage off it. It's kind of he only has to get a couple of shots to get the reward.
Well, would you say the V trigger change was the biggest game changer in that matchup, ISDD? Was that the biggest game changer? Would you say that's the biggest?
Maybe it seemed to do more damage with it. Yeah, definitely.
Well, I mean,
I wasn't taking a lot of jumps and risks on these fireballs as well. Maybe it's just when it's playing Jimmy, so I'm kind of playing him. It's kind of strange. Last time it was different because he used that V trigger, but I used a different one as well. I'm not sure, but that V trigger does take a lot of damage off. A lot.
Yeah. Okay.
And a lot of stun.
Yeah.
Yeah, loads of stun. Loads of stun.
Do you think that using the V-Trigger, is a V-Trigger 2 for Guile, just to get like huge anti-air damage without, I mean, you can activate flash kick, EX flash kick, right? Well, have you ever considered like against a player who does a lot of these jump-ins to properly punish his jump-ins by just saving the activation for an anti-air, or is that not something that Guile should do in your opinion?
What do you mean, saving my
So when you have the V-Trigger 2, do you save it for when Jimmy is incredibly impatient and jumps and you just get the raw damage activation, or is that not something Guile should do in general? Do you think you should just save it for the anti-air damage?
I get big damage in it. It's the jumps, and then I would take more risks on my jumps as well. If I get one jump with that on a fireball, I get like 400 damage with it. Yeah.
Okay, so
not many girls use that. Not many girls use that V trigger, but I've kind of gone back to this one a lot more, and I'm using the dive sonic. But I was going to use that V skill today in this matchup. I'm kind of like experimenting it. So,
okay.
What do you think, Jimmy? What V skill do you think's better in a matchup versus Ryu of Guile?
I mean, I think clearly V skill 1 is better for Guile in this matchup, but and in general, I think what is it? It's V Trigger 1, the Sonic Boom one, right? I think it's actually way more powerful, and I felt kind of annoyed for having to deal with it during the set because it really messes with Ryu's game plan of trying to establish himself, especially with the V Trigger 1. V Trigger 1 is basically your free ticket in, just throw an EX fireball and blast all of the Sonic Booms away, essentially. And with the V-Trigger 1 of Guile, it's actually more difficult, and I have to spend more resources getting in, and that's kind of annoying. So I think the V-Trigger 2 would have been a terrible choice in this match if, like, with V-Trigger 1 of Ryu, that was the proper adaptation for you. So yeah, I think this is the way high-level Ryu versus Guile should be played. I don't really see how it should be played any other way. V-Trigger 2, as I said, of Ryu, it's nice when you hit it, but your main issue is going to be you're just going to run into so many things of Guile. You're just going to die before being able to use it. So yeah, that's just not going to work out. So yeah, I think that's how Ryu vs. Guile should be played.
Okay, that's interesting. It's great that these guys are asking each other for advice in regards to that.
One more thing.
Go for it, please.
Sorry, I got a really bad character at the end. You know when I played 11, that seems like the one character that I don't play.
Bad character.
And he got Bison. I just couldn't do anything. It was
listen, man, it's just a random draw, and
it just happens.
Do you know what's crazy as well? So when he picked 11 the first time, and you accidentally picked 11, and he got Balrog, I'm like, damn, you couldn't have asked for an even worse matchup.
That would have been
that was pretty funny regardless. But listen, that exchange, because I wasn't expecting this to be so close and so nail biting, so I was actually expecting to see more 11 gameplay from the winner. But hey, we saw very little of it because you guys actually put on quite the show. Listen, you guys peaked over 2,000 viewers for tonight's show, so hey, listen, pat yourselves on the back, please, because again, that's been the most views we've had in quite some time.
Yeah, it's very nice. Very nice.
Olvaha, have you got any questions for the gents before we close things out?
Yeah, I had a question for ImStillDaDaddy. We didn't see too many V-shifts or V-shift breaks from you during the set, so I was thinking, is that something you did, like, was you were avoiding doing that consciously, or was it something that you were kind of afraid of Jimmy's, the V skill 1, the parry, to answer the break? So what was your thought process on that?
Well, I've still kind of, I knew like use it more and bring it to my game, but I'm not really one to do it on wake up or do it in the corner. And obviously Jimmy with the parrying thing, I did it once and I thought he was going to parry it, but it didn't work. But I think a lot of people do that on wake up. If you're playing against a good player, they're just going to option select you, and you're going to get hit straight away. So I don't really risk doing it on wake up and stuff like that. I could use it more on my game, but if he's doing medium punch and I do it, he can parry that, so he can just do the the option select. So I didn't really risk doing it, but I don't really use the V shift too much. I need to bring it more into my game, but I'm not one to keep using it on wake up and stuff like that.
No,
you can easily OS it.
I'm not sure if I should say this right here, but Ryu can actually not option select in that spot. I have to guess, and if I guess wrong, you basically get a jump in for free. So I don't actually like to parry the V shift break because there's no reliable way to do it on, like, you can't do it on reaction. I tried, and you can't do it as an option select. So At least I'm not aware. Maybe Veggey knows something, or Jammerz. I don't know.
We gotta try. We gotta test it in the lab. We gotta test it in the lab.
On PC,
because I could. Okay, on PC you can react. Maybe.
Yeah,
okay, I can't do it on.
That's why I said you can react on it, but I guess that's PC.
I actually have to take a look at how tight it is, but I'm pretty sure you can't do it on reaction.
But I believe
whatever.
you. You're the Ryu main, so I believe you.
Hey, listen, that was an interesting piece of information. Regardless, so let me ask 2 more questions before we go. Jimmy, if there was to be a run back, a third one, because it seems that everyone wants this trilogy, this best of 3 and first to 10s to happen, would you graciously accept ISDD's proposal?
Absolutely, because I think it would be clear that I'm gonna win. Like, I'm pretty confident now that the next set I'm gonna beat him clean.
Okay. All right. We'll highly consider that. We'll definitely have that into consideration. So it happens. Now, obviously, another question I have for Jimmy as well. What was ISDD's biggest problem today in terms of him improving for potentially the next time you face each other? What would you want him to go off and learn for the next time you guys have this first attempt?
I think it's at this point pretty well known that ISDD isn't like the best person when it comes to handling emotions very well. So I think you can see that in his gameplay when he beat me the first 2 games very convincingly. He was feeling great, but then I took a game, and I think you could see his mental state in his gameplay. He was very hesitant all of a sudden. And I think that's something he really needs. If he learns how to control his emotions better, I've always said that, and I think in this set was a perfect example of that. I think he's going to be one of the best players in Europe. If he he's going to be crazy good if he learns how to just keep the emotions down and just play his game the way he knows.
I believe. I respect that, and thank you very much for the compliment.
Okay.
But if we do get a rematch, though, I will kick your ass next time. I'm ready, man. I'm ready, but like, it was your day today, and you did come with that Jimmy magic, so like, it was really close.
It was super close. Could have gone either way, to be honest. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the third set. I'm absolutely.
We will talk about having a third set, but obviously we want to get a bunch of other guests on before that. Maybe it might be before the end of the year 2021. Maybe it might be early 2022. But again, let me see it in the chat if you guys would like to see a third set between ISDD and Jimmy there. But for now, we do have to conclude our post-match interview because we are running short on time here overall for this show. But once again, Jimmy, congratulations. If my stream team can put on their social medias, hopefully it's not at BroskiFGC. It is at _MDZ. Jimmy, make sure you follow both these guys on their social media outlets. I'm sure Jimmy will be streaming more during the week, analyzing, going through it, and I'll definitely be having a laugh in his chat. And don't forget, he is the Smurf Detector 101. So if you're using the Smurf account, he might write a very detailed dossier on why you shouldn't be playing a Smurf account, because his Ryu might come and catch you. But also make sure you follow ISDD at ImStillDaDaddy on there, and keep an eye out on his Akira. It's getting pretty mean. Who knows? He might bring that out next time these guys play, but we'll see. Anyway, gentlemen, I got to close out a show, so when you are ready, you guys can leave the Discord call, and obviously we'll get our stream team to drop you guys a message. Once again, thank you very much for joining us here. Oh, before you guys go, actually, any last words you want to say to the stream before you guys leave?
Thanks for having me. It was a great set, and yeah, I'm looking forward to a potential third set. So thanks a lot for everything. Very much appreciated.
Cool.
Yeah, same. Awesome. I was grateful to be here, and thanks. I hope the viewers had a good game, good watch, and it was a good set.
Oh, don't worry, they loved it.
Yeah, and hopefully we do get this third one.
Great.
I think it would be good, like before Christmas or something. It would be nice.
We'll see.
Absolutely.
All right, gents, when you're ready, you can leave the Discord call, and I'll talk to you both very soon.
Safe.
All right, so that was
That's English slang, by the way. Safe.
Yeah, it is. All right, you
say that.
Veggey knows. Veggey knows. The Croydon Street boys know.
Croydon Street's in the building.
So
sorry, Jammerz, continue.
That was a very nail-biting set. I definitely felt the result could have been incredibly different, but I think again a lot of pride and a lot of emotion was on the line there. And again, we are backseat gamers. We're the second pair of eyes. And again, in the heat of the moment, Ryu versus Guile, you know, a matchup as old as like Street Fighter's been like around for since like Street Fighter 2. It's like, obviously it's changed because of mechanics and whatnot during the time, but again, the essence of the Fireball War, the essence of jumping, the essence of hard hits, it's all there, man. And these guys let you, they let your parents know, they let the dog in the garden know, they let everybody know how much these combos actually do. But I mean, what do you guys want to see a third set between these two?
Yeah, I want to see, but I don't want to see it in 2021. I want to see like an early 2022 set, like the beginning of the end, almost. Like
that's a good point.
This is the first season. Let's call first season pre-summer, second season after summer, third season next pre-summer, and that's a good time to have that set, I think.
Okay.
Sounds good.
We will definitely talk about it because again, shout outs to everyone that tuned in. We peaked over 2,000 views today, so much appreciate to everyone that tuned in wherever you are watching from the world. Really appreciate that. And again, hopefully you guys enjoyed the gameplay just as much as we did. I probably pulled about 70 different facial expressions in the span of about 2 minutes because of what I was seeing transpire in this set. But either way, people locked in and they loved it. It's a rivalry as old. It's like as old as the tale of time, and it's absolutely crazy. But unfortunately, there was something else I wanted to talk about, but I don't think we can because there's not enough time. However, Olvaha, you wanted to talk about something? Is that right?
Yes, indeed. I've got some exciting news regarding the Finnish
Share with us, please.
Yeah, sure. So, starting from this week's Thursday, so in 2 days, we're gonna have this event called Reinstall. So we had a tournament series called Install in Finland before, and this is kind of a reinstall because we're gonna have an offline event for the longest time. We haven't had that in 2 years. So we're gonna have that, and we're gonna have all kinds of cool show matches on Saturday, for example, so you can actually find out more on Twitter if you visit at ImStillDaDaddy. And you can also follow me because I'm going to be retweeting a lot of their stuff. So if you're interested in fighting games, there's going to be a lot of that from the Finnish offline scene this week. So definitely tune in for that.
Yeah, it's going to be a great event, and it has been a while since the Finnish scene has been able to put on an offline event in general. Yeah. So it's going to be good that these guys got some action going on there. But like you said, his handle is somewhere over there that you can follow down there at Olvaha on Twitter if you want to know more about that. And again, the Finnish community is great. They had great representation in the Nordic Baltic CPT that happened a couple of weeks ago, as well as we had Lohi versus Dr. Gulag in a first attempt on this show in a couple months back as well, which is great stuff there. So if you guys have time and you want to go check out some fighting game action over the weekend, make sure you follow Olvaha on Twitter and you'll be able to direct
Very much appreciated.
You can watch it. But I believe I did want to talk about something else, but I can't get that information out there right now, so I might be able to talk about it next time we are on. I don't even know if next week's fight card is sorted, but we do have a juicy one coming for you next week. It is going to be the 4 Phils going up against Reichman's Barnet. 2 CPT qualified finalists going to be going out in the first 10. Yeah, from the new school. So once we get things sorted out regarding that, Capcom Files will put it out on the Twitter account later this week, and hopefully you guys can join us for another amazing first attempt. But we're going to have more amazing exhibitions lined up for you throughout the show and to the end of the year as well. But like I said, just appreciative of you guys tuning in and sticking by myself, Jammerz, along as my co-hosts or my minions, however you want to call them or whatever. They are here. And speak of the devil, do not forget Street Fighter League is still happening, right? It should be week 5 this week, and the games are only going to get better from there on out. Make sure you're locked in on Capcom Fighters on their Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Capcom Fighters, or you can hit them up on their YouTube. Just type in Capcom Fighters on YouTube, but make sure you're following them on Twitter. That's probably the most important place you should be following them, at Capcom Fighters on the Twitter accounts there. Every Thursday, a new episode is released. You don't want to miss it. And they will be splitting up the match as well, in case you don't want to watch the entirety of the 2-hour stream or so. So make sure you stick around for that as well. So big thanks to the team for bringing that up, Street Fighter League as well. Also, once again, shout out to Daigo for doing his business and winning the CPT over the weekend. Only one more Japanese CPT online for the players to qualify, and it's going to be an absolute bloodbath. But we're getting to the tail end of the season for a lot of these things. For a lot of these communities are going to have their one and only CPT, or their second and final one, their fourth and final one. It's crazy stuff, right? We're getting to the tail end, and there's only very few spots for people to qualify for the finals there. But like I said, Daigo, Unfortunately, he's not a new Lord and Savior. It is Pokimane. She's going to be running the joint. But it is going to be it from us.
Baby.
We're going to conclude it from there. Do you know what? I'll let you guys do it, so I'm going to let you do it again. All right, Richard, make them two close out the show. I've done my piece.
Damn.
Yeah,
go ahead.
You want me to start? Okay.
Yeah. I want the Croydon Street boy to start.
Yeah, because in there is a book, and in that book there are some truths, and I just want to mention these truths at the end of every episode because these are truths that have been spoken since the beginning of the year, last year, actually since the beginning of my time. And the only thing I really want to mention in this box that I have here, I mean, we could talk about all kinds of sentimental things. I always want to say the normal things. That everyone knows. At this point, everyone knows that I am their favorite Brit from Croydon Street. And I want them all to remember that Dhalsim's worst matchup is 5-5. That's really all I want to say. What about you, Olvaha?
Oh man, that's really hard to follow up, you know? First of all, the Croydon Street and then the Dhalsim matchup thing. But anyway, my name is Olvaha. I come from Finland. And my friend comes from Croydon Street here.
Croydon Street, baby.
And we're the minions of Jammerz, and we had a great time today. So thank you for all of you who tuned in for this. We enjoyed ourselves, and we hope you enjoyed yourself. I think so.
Did anyone else catch that? Did you not catch that? Did you?